This is a special presentation from UFC Fight Pass. Step into our world at UFCFightPass.com.
Well, I know he's a current light heavyweight champ. Pretty decent fighter, but he's not come across me before. I'm here to take the belt today.
I've heard he's got a bit of stand-up. He's used to be a kickboxer and that. He can do a bit of, you know, Thai boxing or whatever. So, yeah, if he wants to stay standing, that's cool with me. If he wants to go to the ground, it's cool with me.
Just knock him out. Simple as that. Knock him out.
I'd love to knock him out. That's what I love to do to all my opponents, knock them out. I'm not happy unless I'm sparking people. That's my, you know, after sex, that is my favourite thing, knocking people out. But, you know, in the cage, not outside, not in the street. But, yeah, hopefully I'll finish him with a knockout.
I just wish him the best of luck. You know, hope none of us get hurt, have a good fight, put on a good show for the people. But there's only going to be one winner, and that's me.
Good luck, because you're going to need it. It's all over, you're getting bingoed.
First to enter the cage, weighing in at 92.2 kilograms. He has a background in mixed martial arts. He's the ex-world silver medalist at the age of 16. He's a British Waco kickboxing champion, an ex-KSBO middleweight champion. Representing Davis Mixed Martial Arts, Count Michael Bisping!
We're with the light heavyweights, the big boys, the heavy hitters, and Michael Bisping. It's his cage rage debut. And in real terms, a mixed martial arts record of 2-0 doesn't tell the whole story, Rob. Let's look at those two fights first. Under 40 seconds, both stoppages.
Fantastic wins. Very, very hard hitter, very good knockout specialist. We heard both men say they want the knockout. Will this be the stand-up trade-off?
Well, the other thing about him as well is, okay, just two professional mixed martial arts fights, but a great jiu-jitsu background, great kickboxing background, great experience, as you said, immensely confident, but also, just like his opponent, immensely respectful and keen just to do the business in the ring.
That's right. Fantastic fight, this one. Mark the Beast Epstein versus Mike the Count Bisping. Light heavyweight title on the line for this one.
And his opponent, weighing in at 90 kilograms. He has a background in freestyle and a fight record of 6-3. He's representing London Shoot Fighters, and he is the Cage Rage Light Heavyweight Champion, Mark the Beast Epstein!
Big following for Mark the Beast Epstein here, and I've got to admit, I like the guy myself. He's a great character. I went and met him while he was training down at Lee Whittingham's Elton Warriors, had a chat with him there. As he said, he's all business inside the cage. I want to knock him out, but he stressed in his two-fight interview, that's what I do in the cage, not out. A real nice guy out of it, funny, very good sense of humour. And as we know, we've seen him twice in the cage rage, two different weights, two different titles.
That's right.
I agree with you, Rob. I think this could be the slam bang one of the night. Look at that face. That's
very serious.
But between the two men, 35 years of age, Mark, 25 years of age. Mike, big age difference, 10 years there. And I must say, the Count looked very confident coming into the ring.
Both guys looking in very, very good shape, good condition. This is one that I am quite excited to see.
Light heavyweight title. 5-minute rounds.
Well, we both agreed that Mark the Beast Epstein looked fitter and faster winning the light heavyweight title. By coming down that weight, he looked trimmer. And although it was a good performance to win the heavyweight one, we felt it was a better performance to win the light heavyweight title.
That's right. His performance against Glenn Appleby was very strong, very good.
I'm very interested by the count, though, Michael Bisping. looking at his CV and his credentials there. Good-looking lad.
He still actually currently holds the British Super Heavyweight Kickboxing Championship for Waco, the kickboxing organisation.
Yep, Waco Pro. Let's see what happens here now, because these are two explosive men who said quite bluntly they like knocking them out. Good short low kick there from Mark to start.
Oh, good rally of punches and kicks from Mike Bisping. Straight in there, both guys trading blows.
Just as they said they would. We had a feeling about this one.
Good block of a kick. Mark Epstein throws a good shot. Forced Mike Bisping to duck down.
And another good low kick to follow up as well. Just when I thought Bisping with the height might have had the advantage, Epstein dropped into a knee and then followed with a low kick. Explosive start, just like we thought, Rob.
Good high clinch, neither man able to turn the other man to the floor at the moment.
Strong knees coming in there from both men as well, though.
Mike Bisping just holding the beast up against the edge of the cage at the moment, right in front of us.
Yes, using that height to push down on his man. Vicious exchange. Good uppercut there, though, from Epstein. Just lucky for Bisping that it didn't land. What a start, Rob.
What a start.
Look at the concentration on both men. They've earned each other's respect immediately. Those low kicks are good work there from Mark. That sets the hands up nicely.
With the speed that these guys have set out their stables, you'd have thought it was an under 70 kilo fight. Excellent work by Mark Epstein. Fantastic textbook takedown. Caught a leg, swept the other leg. Excellent work. The crowd really appreciated that one.
Before he took him down, I was just about to say, the only thing he does textbook is work the low leg to bring the hands over the top. Crash in the leg, bring the hands in up afterwards. Good start by both men. Just what we were looking for.
Mike Bisping seems to be working up for a triangle, bringing his legs up high, striking down on Epstein.
The crowd, Rob, are on their feet, literally.
Epstein still looking for that strike. Mike Bisping just holding full guard. Mark Epstein still throwing strikes, looking for those shots.
Yes, no looking for submissions here. Both men set out their stall and they've stuck by it. They want to hurt each other. They want them knocked out. That's what they consider their job. They talk the talk. They're now walking the walk big time.
Mike Bisping just on his back at the moment, holding Mark Epstein at bay.
Yes, keeping the beast at bay. It's a hard task.
Mike just throwing in those shots, just trying to tire out the beast, give him something to think about.
Yes, both men slightly marked up, which is understandable after such an early exchange.
Good fight, this one. Both men working well at the moment. Mark Epstein trying to work top position attacking. Mike Bisping working ground position defensive. Very, very good work by both men. Epstein trying to work round the side. Again, Bisping takes guard position.
This one has really brought the crowd back to life.
Mark Epstein still in top position. Mark looking for Bisping again. Bisping throwing in short shots to tire Mark. Both these guys, relentless punchers. They're both just one after the other looking for that shot.
Well, you said it earlier in the round, Rob. They look like guys that are fighting at a much lighter weight. This is going to take its toll this first round. If they both get back to their cornermen at the end of this round, I think it's going to matter who's got what left. You've got the added thing that they are both heavy hitters.
That's right, both guys able to throw a big right hand.
And even above us right now, we can hear that they may be short punches, but trust us, we can hear them sinking in right above us now.
Bisping working for the triangle, Epstein throws it to the side. Bisping again. Mark Epstein just constantly headhunting, looking for that one power shot that's going to finish the fight. Bisping looking for the armbar, is he able to get it? Mark Epstein pops it through, no joy for Bisping.
Yes, it's a real tribute for Bisping that he can still think about this while Epstein's doing such a savage assault, but he's still confident enough to keep thinking, keep looking for the counters. while the Beast is raining down blows on you.
That's right, Beast is holding side, man. Mike Bisping using good strength. Good strike down by Mark Epstein there. Hammer fist blow straight to the side of Mike Bisping's head.
Tough round for two tough men.
Mark Epstein in the guard position again. Both men working well.
And again, they're right above us, and you can hear these sinking in even at close range. Good opening round. Epstein looks so much better condition at light heavy.
I think this is the better weight for him. Rather than fighting at heavyweight and winning the heavyweight title, I think he feels a lot more comfortable coming down to light heavyweight. And like I said earlier, shedding those few pounds, he does look a better fighter.
He's got a real egg on the side of his left eye, though. An elbow on that could split that. Lee Murray in the corner there talking to him. The doctor's come over to look at the eye. It's a real egg. Looking at it now, you can see it there at the side of the eye.
It's a big bulging. Is that a blood clot? Would that be blood?
What will happen is if they keep working that will split and split open wide. All he needs is an elbow on there or a forearm. But you can see in himself, it hasn't worried Mark. If anything, it's in a good position because to the side of the eye, the blood won't run into the eye, if you want to be crude about it. But this was a superb opening. This was everything you could have asked for. Big lefts and rights there from Epstein. That's the one that dropped him, that right hand. And they're upright again for the start of the second. And Epstein's got to watch those right hands in return, especially with that eye. There, big right hand from Bisping. He knows what he's going for, that left eye.
Oh, and it looks like Bisping had Epstein rocked. Is Epstein recovered? He recovers well. Excellent work from Mark the Beast Epstein there. He was hit. He looked as though he was going to be game over. Recovered instantly, straight back.
He's got to watch this eye, though. He's got to watch this eye.
He seems to be very aware of it. Mark the Beast looks wobbled. He's just holding on. Bisping just trying to finish this fight, unable to. But Mark Epstein just seems to drop his guard. Still not Bisping still unable to put Mark Epstein down.
Unbelievable, because he's taken 2 uppercuts in those punches. Incredible amount of punches. And again.
Mark Epstein taking a phenomenal amount of punishment here.
And still throws back an uppercut.
And still trading. Fantastic. Good knee by Bisping. Epstein just looks a little bit worse for wear at the moment.
I'm not surprised the amount of punishment he's taken. This is very close.
Bisping with a good knee, and that's it. Grant Waterman calls it. That's a good win for Mike Bisping.
There you have it, Michael the Count Bisping victorious. He captures the Cage Rage Light Heavyweight Championship on our marathon. Been doing this each and every week. Hey, everybody. I'm TJ DeSantis. Appreciate you joining us. This week on the marathon, we are taking a look back at one of the all-time greats, Michael the Count Bisping. Long before he got to the UFC, he was doing things in Cage Rage, and, of course, that led up to the Ultimate Fighter run. And with the benefit of hindsight, we can relive some of the greatest moments of Michael Bisping's UFC career. And what better place than to move from Cage Rage to the Ultimate Fighter. So let's see the Count progress through the ranks of tough as he gets to the world-famous Octagon. And let's see the first fight that got him into the Ultimate Fighter house here on our marathon from UFC Fight Pass.
One reason. That's become an Ultimate Fighter. You step up and do it here right now.
Be strong, baby. Be strong, man. You the man.
All right, guys, this is the second preliminary light heavyweight fight. Winner moves on to the semifinals, loser goes home. 2 5-minute rounds. If the judges declare it a draw, it goes to a sudden victory round. The winner of that round wins the fight. Good luck, guys.
Put it on him, Mike. Come on, your turn, baby. Come on, Christian.
All right, guys. Here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
You're not better than him. Stand up.
Drop that right hand.
Check kick. Yes. Attaboy, Christian.
Good. Hips. Small. Stack up. Yes, good. He ain't gonna take you down. All I can say, he ain't gonna take you down. There's no way you got enough experience to do that.
Move around.
Fire. Yeah! Tap you. Hips. Circle. Get away.
Make sure he's up. Make sure he's up.
Take your time. Take your time.
Attaboy.
Turn. That's all right, buddy. We're good position. Work. There you go.
Put him in the fence. Spin around the back. Spin around the back.
Put the punches on him now. We like gas to use already. That's why we work hard, buddy. Yes.
Christian, throw that right. Throw that right, Christian.
Yep. Put it on him. Underhooks. Work underhooks. Yes.
Nice. Inside knee.
Inside elbow. Left elbow.
Head up.
Hips. Now, work knees from there. Elbows from there.
Hold his head.
Elbows from there.
Patience, Christian.
Yes.
Patience, Christian. Patience.
Yes. Again. Push the head away.
Michael, keep control of his head.
Patience, Christian.
Look for triangles.
No. Stay relaxed, Christian.
Nice. Good job, Michael. Those elbows are making damage, buddy. Michael. Kick off and stand up. Nice. Make him work. Make him work.
Watch that leg, Christian.
Yes. Those elbows are making damage. That's all right. You work.
He's going fast to your left side.
That's right.
Fast to your left side, Michael.
Michael, just as long as
Fast to your left side.
Hey, Mike, as long as you're scoring with those elbows, all right? We're making him work.
Michael, fast to your left side.
Up. Good position. Work your elbows from that position. You're scoring no matter what.
Nice, Christian.
You guys are
Patience,
scoring with the
ground
elbows.
and
That's
pound
okay.
of patience. Stay relaxed, Christian, and ground and pound
Sit
it.
up and reach across with your left arm. Sit up
Want
and
to
reach
stay there and
across.
prove it. Let's go, Christian. Let's go.
Michael, sit up and reach across.
Stop it right there. Let's get up. Let's get up.
Real quick.
Watch in the corner. Step over here. Time. Clean this off.
Yes.
Clean it off. Let's go. Some water on it.
And remember, this is his blood.
Yeah, it's his blood.
Yep.
Put that back in your mouth. Let's go. Turn around.
Get the takedown.
Put it back in your mouth.
Back on his back.
Here we go.
Put him back on his back, man. Work from there.
Ready? Get it on. Come on.
Put it on him, Michael. You gotta shoot. Over here, right. Shot.
Take the shot. Get him on his back.
Cover, circle. Yes.
No knees to the head. Let's go.
Now up. Stand up. Stand up.
Run him up.
Back up, Michael. Back up.
Let's go. Let's back it up. Come on.
Get the takedown, Christian. Get the takedown.
No knee to the ground.
Watch your arms. Back away.
Christian, put him on his back.
You want him up?
Michael, he doesn't want to come up with you. Stand up.
Let's go. Back it up. Let's go. Back up. Here we go.
The takedown. Shoot.
Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
Takedown.
Put it back in your mouth. Let's go.
Head kick. Left head kick.
Get the
Right hand, left head
takedown.
kick. Right hand, left head kick.
Right hand, left hand.
Stop it right there. Stop right there. That's it. Good job, baby. Good job.
Christian didn't know what hit him because I think Michael hit him with like 20 different shots, punch, kicks, elbows, knees, and Christian didn't really know how to respond to it. He started thinking, shit, what just hit me?
Bisping lands the big knee that cuts him open on his head, and that's it. Christian's out of the fight from there on. And you could see his heart shrink in the octagon, and he was just looking to get out of there, and Bisping walked right through him.
Knock him out. Get the takedown. Christian, I think he kind of lost focus of, being able to stick his punches in there and get the guy to the ground and work his positioning on the ground. When he hit the mat, it was like he didn't know what to do from there. It wasn't the same guy I saw in training, controlling different guys. Stay relaxed, Christian. I think mentally before we ever got in there, it was over.
Michael hit him with the left hook and kind of dazed him a little bit. I go, put it on him now, put it on him now.
Put it on him, put it on him!
And so when he hit him with the right hand, dropped him, tried to finish the fight. McCarthy stepped in.
Christian's a nice guy, you know, I had nothing against him. Okay, buddy? Okay. I don't wish him laying in bed with stitches in his head and on his face, but, you know, that is the nature of the beast sometimes.
Winner by knockout, Michael Bisping.
What happened in this fight, I got my ass kicked. My mind going into the fight, I was gonna kick his ass, but it didn't quite work out like that.
Ross is trying to take away my UFC opportunity. There's no way I'm going to let him come between me and the prize at the end. Absolutely no way.
I've got an opportunity here, you know, a big opportunity. I've got a hell of a lot to gain, nothing to lose, you know. I'm sure it'll be a good war. Let's bang.
Punches and punches, baby.
Hey, don't put power on anything, all right? All speed.
This is for England, man. Come on. Bloody old England. Come on, baby. Turn into a street fight.
He knows what's gonna happen. He knows what fuck is gonna happen.
All right, guys, this is it. The last light heavyweight fight to decide who moves on to the finals to face Josh here in a live fight in Las Vegas to see who is the light heavyweight ultimate fighter. 3 5-minute rounds. Good luck, guys.
Let's get it done. Come on, baby.
All right, baby, here we go. You ready? You ready? Let's get it on. Come on.
Watch the shot.
Don't get
Come
sloppy.
on, let's go.
Hands up.
Watch that right hand. Watch that right hand, Bisping.
You
It's
move,
dangerous.
move left and right, Ross. There you go.
That's up. That's it, Ross. Be patient.
Left hand up.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Wait for him.
Yeah.
Wait for him, Ross.
Dance around here. Make him move, too.
Wait for him, Ross. Hey, Ross, don't stand solid when he comes in. Move your feet. Move your feet. Don't cover. Move your feet, Ross.
Yeah, you gotta circle to the right, buddy. You gotta circle to the right. You gotta step to the right, circle to the right. Keep circling left, you're walking right into his...
There you go, Ross.
Keep the left hand up when you kick.
Ross, don't cover. Move your feet. Yeah, nice cover. Nice cover.
Hey, how about taking his legs out? Take his legs out. High kick. Take his legs out. Inside kick. Inside
Ross,
kick.
be patient. He wants to stand up. Be patient, man. He'll come in and he'll nail him. Be patient.
Fake, fake, fake.
Yourself-working.
Move your, hey, move to the left, move to your right. Move to the left. Move to the right. Ross, you gotta step in,
You gotta keep your hands up.
step in.
Keep that left hand up no matter what. Right hand, right hand, right hand. Fire right hand.
Can't tell him that. Come in, Ross, you gotta step in with those punches. Ross, step in with the punch. Don't punch him outside, come inside.
Jab, 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 jab. Put the jab on, put the jab on. Put the jab on.
You gotta step in, Ross, he's too
Put the
far
jab on.
out.
Put the jab on. The jab is looking to telegraph everything.
He's timing in. Stand back, Ross. You gotta change it up.
There you go.
You gotta change it up.
That's it. That's it.
Keep that left hand up when you
Ross,
kick.
relax.
Nice! Nice! You heard him! You heard him! Yes, yes! Stop him! Stop him!
Come on, get out of there, Ross. Let's move. Come on. Work. Get yourself out, Ross. Let's go.
Yes! You shoot! Get up! Yes, yes!
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Good job, baby. Good job.
The fight was awesome. Bisping came out, and was a little over anxious, and Ross landed a big right hand and rocked Bisping right off the bat.
Watch that right hand, Bisping.
To be honest, I should have expected it because I knew Ross was just going to be looking for that big shot all the time. That's one you're getting.
If Ross would have followed up, just stepped in and threw the left hand.
Oh! Hey, bring it some more!
Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, and just blew him down. Who knows how it would have ended.
Don't get sloppy.
Michael takes a step back, he shakes his head like, all right, I ain't gonna make that mistake again.
Jab, 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 jab.
Ross had the fight won. In my opinion, even though Bisping was pushing, he was throwing some things here and there, but everything he was blocking, and Ross was countering him, and he was landing shots. Then Bisping threw a beautiful flying knee. Caught him in the top of the head and knocked him down, and Ross still kept fighting.
Come on, get out of there, Ross. Let's move. Come on. Wasn't expecting it at all. Never seen Mike use knees in any of his fights before.
And he just unloaded and just came with a barrage of punches and knees and just came striking, bing, 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 bing.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Bisping finished the fight.
Winner by tap out due to strikes, Michael Bisping.
Respect to Mike, you know, we're brothers from the same country.
Oh, come here. Come here. Where you guys from?
Tail of the tape for this light heavyweight matchup. The Brit at 27 years old against the American at 28 years old. Bit of a reach advantage for the big slugger Michael Bisping. Both were members of Team Punishment on The Ultimate Fighter 3, and Tito Ortiz will join us in the broadcast booth to help us call this light heavyweight final, which is now just moments away. The second of our Ultimate Fighter Championships is now just moments away. The official introductions of our light heavyweight competitors come to you from the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now come down to this one defining moment to see who will be crowned the Ultimate Fighter and go on to receive a six-figure contract with the UFC. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Light Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter who holds a professional record of 9 wins with 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Portland, Oregon, Josh, bring the pain, Haynes. And now introducing his opponent standing in the red corner. This man is a Vale Tudo fighter who holds a perfect professional record of 11 wins with no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Michael the Count Bisping. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Big John McCarthy.
All right, guys, you're giving your instructions to the dressing room. So I have any questions from you, Josh? Any questions from you, Michael? Nope. Fight clean, fight hard, fight fair. Touch gloves. Let's go.
Josh Haynes against Michael Bisping for the Ultimate Fighter light heavyweight title. Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan. The head coach, Tito Ortiz, has joined us in the broadcast booth because Tito can't take sides in this one because 2 of his boys are about to go to battle.
This will be an exciting one here, guys.
Tito, it's got to be very satisfying for you to have 3 of your fighters make it into the finals.
Yeah, you know, these guys work really hard. You know, they never doubt anything I asked them to do, and they really pushed themselves when it came to training.
And in a quick takedown by Bisping. I mean, Bisping is what you would define as a true fighter.
Yes, I mean, he's a really, really vicious fighter. When he sees he got someone hurt, he really puts it on him. His wrestling skills are really good. His kickboxing skills are really good, and his jiu-jitsu skills are great. When I first picked him, he almost caught me in an arm lock. And the guy, he's a very, very tough competitor, very tough athlete. You know, when he had the cardio time, it just seemed like he really pushed himself. But Josh is a guy who pushed himself too during training. These guys work really hard. That's why they're in the finals.
And Josh Haynes has a tendency to swing a bit wildly, which Bisping has talked about. That was a bit wild there, but Bisping couldn't take advantage. Bisping's strikes are very pinpoint.
Yes, and at the same time, I mean, with Josh, those hooks are very, very powerful because he has very low center of gravity and he really throws off the punches.
Haynes went back up to Portland, Oregon, trained with the men of Team Quest, and Bisping spent some time right here in Las Vegas training with the #1 welterweight contender, George St. Pierre.
That's a great coach to be working with, that's for sure. St. Pierre's a great fighter. I see Bisping working off the fence here. You know, he's working elbows, working inside knees. He's working great position.
Oh, he caught him with it right there. And Joe Bisping throws leather.
For sure. Yeah, he hits hard. He's very explosive. Very aggressive fighter. Nice knees.
He's working inside of his position. I mean, all it really comes down to is just looking to get out of position and working for knees and elbows at the same time from the same position. But Josh comes with uppercut.
Oh, big knee. Josh is hurt
down.
bad.
Josh Haynes goes. A big knee by Bisping.
Illegal knee. That was an illegal knee.
John McCarthy, the best in the business, has called a timeout. You cannot knee a downed opponent.
He was on the ground. Awesome job by McCarthy. You noticed that really off the fact. I guess Michael didn't really see that his knees were touching the ground. Everybody at home, of course, if there's any points of the knees and hands touching the ground, you are not allowed to knee to the guys of the head, the guys who are getting hit behind the knee itself.
No kick,
Let's
no
take a look at the
knees to the downed
replay. We can
opponent. If
see
the 4
that.
points are there, as you talked about.
And you look at, see him flat on his knees and boom, coming with the right knee right to the chin. That is illegal in Ultimate Fighting Championship.
So John McCarthy breaks him up. Regardless of the stoppage, Josh Haynes ate one.
Wasn't out. He was still fighting. You need him when his knees are on the ground to the face. You can't do that, all right? I had to take a point from you. Watch what you're doing.
That was a complete accident on me. I know he did not mean to do that.
Relax.
Michael Bisping is a complete stand-up fighter. He's not trying to get anything over at all. That was completely bad and his fault. Didn't see his knees coming up.
Regardless, he has been penalized a point. But hey, there's still 3 rounds of fighting. And Joe, what Bisping needs to do right now is lose the rearview mirror and forget about it, come back out and fight again.
Yeah, for sure. And he probably believes that Josh is still hurt.
Good kick to the midsection. This could motivate Josh Haynes.
It could also motivate Bisping. He thought he was out. He thought he had Josh.
Just working this tie clinch right here, just trying to work slight resistance. Nice foot sweep. Beautiful foot sweep right there. Getting side mount, looking for the right elbows right there from the right side.
Bisping coming out possessed here now after being deducted a point for the illegal knee to a downed opponent.
Oh, nice armbar try. Josh has actually gotten a lot slicker on the ground.
Now Josh went back to Team Quest as we talked about and worked with the world champions of Team Quest there. And knew that as it is for Bisping, Tito, this is the opportunity of a lifetime.
You know, him being 11-0, I know he doesn't want a loss in his record.
Bisping's got his back.
He's got his
Both
back.
hooks.
Can he finish it here?
Now, we saw he was in this position against Jesse, and he did a really good job at defending. He's got good rear naked choke defense.
Well, this is something I try to help him out a whole bunch with, because one of his weaknesses was getting a guy would get his back, but he had hand control throughout the whole time. So if he keeps hand control throughout this whole time, he won't have a chance of getting choked. But if he lets the hands get through, then he will have a lot of problems. He's grabbing a foot and getting out. See, he's a great scrambler here.
Good job by Josh.
So Haynes is back up. There's fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
There is no quitting Josh Haynes. You got to give him that.
That was one of the things. He never quit on anything he ever did. This kid has a heart of a lion for sure.
Once weighed in at 330 pounds.
Getting down to 205, you know, that's a hard task for him to do, but once he did it, he's down to 205, strong and fast as heck, and, you know, he's really taking the fight to Michael here. I thought it'd be a lot closer fight, a lot further fight for Michael to come about. He's doing an awesome job, though, Josh is.
Well, never doubt the motivation of a man who is fighting for his family. His oldest son, Thor, as we talked about before, was diagnosed with brain cancer at birth. He survived, and he was very emotional with Josh Haynes during the Ultimate Fighter 3. Every time he got into the octagon, saying, I'm fighting for Josh. If he can fight through all of that, a young boy with cancer, I can fight through anything that anybody tries to deliver to me. Combinations miss both ways. There's a good left jab by Bisping. Bisping appears to be the lighter on his feet right now.
Body lock, nice foot shot. great position for Michael to really end up in the mount position. I mean, it's really hard for Josh here to get out of the position because, you know, Michael is the bigger guy and a little bit heavier than him, of course. You know, he just needs to work and show what kind of heart he really has.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for Josh. Bisping's got his back again.
Only 10 seconds remains in the round, though. McCarthy's right on top of things. 5 seconds remains in the round. And we are going to head to round 2.
Oh, he gets top position. Awesome. See, scrambles. Great scrambling.
Girlfriend Rebecca watching Michael Bisping, keeping her fingers crossed. Jennifer Haynes watching closely, hoping her husband will be the next Ultimate Fighter at 205 pounds. Flying knee. He might have caught a finger in the eye, did Haynes. Looks like he got poked in the eye, inadvertently, but he's rubbing that eye now. We've seen that happen to the former heavyweight champion, Randy the Natural Couture.
Yeah, his right eye, he's closing.
Got a lot
Good job to recover from that.
Got a lot of light heavyweight champions here tonight. Tito Ortiz, former light heavyweight champion. Randy Couture, former light heavyweight champion. Chuck the Iceman Liddell, our light heavyweight champion. All in attendance here tonight.
That was an awesome first round. Josh really showed that he really has a lot of heart and he's willing to step in there and fight. Ooh, nice right hand.
Oh, he caught him.
He caught Bisping with a great right hand right there.
He winced and walked away. So Haynes continues to brawl against the brawling Brit. Could we ask for anything better in these finals? Swinging for the fences again was Haynes.
Yep, Josh is our scrapper, man. He usually goes out there and he gives it all he got. For him, 15 minutes isn't nothing, so he tries to go out there as much as possible to sling as hard as he can.
Bisping looks like he's trying to get a triangle here.
Yeah, it's a reverse triangle from the back. But all he got to do, Josh, is scoot up right off the back from here. Got to watch out from the arm lock. Oh, here comes the arm lock.
He's got it. He's got it locked up.
Can he finish it here? Haynes trying to avoid being submitted.
Oh, wow.
Bisping trying to lock it up and become the Ultimate Fighter.
It's like a Kimura from the back, like an Americana from the back.
Look at Josh just fighting.
Now he had for a moment the full mount. Now he's got Josh Haynes back. Looking to finish it with a choke.
You guys at home, you guys are getting some of the best fights tonight, man. These guys are just going at it.
Tito, the amazing thing is the transitions that our fighters have nowadays. From submission attempt to strikes to another submission attempt to perhaps a rear naked choke.
But there's the hand defense. Once again, you can defend the hands and you get away from it.
And that's all stuff that you taught during the camp.
Yeah, I mean, hand control is really, really important here. If you let the hands go, your choke's going to end up coming about and you get choked out. If you have hand control, you get a chance to get out, just like this. Watch out for the arm lock.
You didn't yell it all during Kendall's victory, I guess. Your voice sounds wonderful.
All right. Kendall has a new big brother, let me tell you, man.
Mike Goldberg, Tito Ortiz, Joe Rogan. Second of 3 scheduled rounds in our light heavyweight finale of the Ultimate Fighter 3.
Bisping working his guard here.
To survive 6 weeks in the house and then to come to this, Joe. Sorry.
It's all right. Bisping is known for his Kimura. Did you find that he gets that a lot on people, Tito?
You know what? He actually almost caught me in an arm lock during training, but at the same time, he's very crafty on the ground. I know he's studied jiu-jitsu for a long time, but for a guy who's a stand-up guy, he's very crafty on the ground. He knows a lot of submissions.
And he continues to try to push, as does Bisping.
These guys are just going back and forth. Awesome fight.
Good use of the body. Good punches by Bisping. Oh, Josh is hurt.
This could be the beginning of the end. Haynes is hurt. Haynes is hurt.
Haynes is still fighting for it.
Now he knows not to knee this time. Great job done. A big right.
Awesome. Got to defend himself here.
Haynes is taking some shots. There is no quitting that kid, though.
No, he has a huge
what
heart.
a warrior, Josh Haynes.
These guys are scrapping.
Bisping, not unlike Kendall Grove, is fighting for some pride itself.
He's got an Americana.
Yep. See, this is Bisping's very
deep.
This is Bisping's very, very vicious. When he sees he got someone hurt, he tries to just pounce on him.
As Grove wanted to bring the title to Hawaii, Bisping wants to bring the title back to the motherland of England.
There is no quitting Josh.
Wow. Big uppercut right again. There's a big knee. 103 remains.
Another knee.
Teeing up again.
Oh.
Haynes is in trouble.
This might be it.
How is Haynes still standing?
That's pure heart right there.
That's it. That's it.
It's over. Michael Bisping is the Ultimate Fighter.
pounders are here. The fighter with the most vicious 205 pounders, the most technical, and the most skilled out of all of them. Too bad I didn't see it during the training we first got to get about it, but at the same time, he is the new Ultimate Fighter light heavyweight champion.
Michael Bisping.
Very impressive performance.
Absolutely relentless in his attack here in the second round. Forget about the point that was deducted in the first round. Bisping avoids the judge's scorecard.
Let's take a look at some of the replays. This is a very interesting armbar that Bisping was trying.
Well, he was trying an armbar right here. They ended up just pushing across for the Kimura. He had a triangle on that side, and he was just lifting it. Well, in this position, he would step over, but he started pushing the foot all the way, or excuse me, the hand all the way to the back of the head.
Yeah, I've never seen it like that before. Very, very interesting.
And he could have a chance to tap here, but you know what? Josh is a very, very tough fighter and ends up getting out of it. Here we go. Here's the end of the fight. He ends up just dropping bombs on Josh, hitting him with knees. McCarthy, of course, looking to make sure he can defend himself at all times. Hit him with a great shot right there. Got on top, and that was pretty much it.
Bisping just ruthless when he's got his guy hurt.
We will be back with the official decision and the presentation of the light heavyweight championship trophy to the battling Bret, Michael Bisping. Tito Ortiz told me yesterday, Bisping's an up-and-comer, a guy with killer instinct, a true fighter. Yeah, I would say yes. Congratulations, Michael Bisping. You are the Ultimate Fighter. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Big John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 14 seconds of the second round. For the winner by TKO, and now the new Ultimate Fighter to receive a six-figure contract from the UFC, Michael the Count Bisping.
Well, there he is, Michael Bisping getting his hand raised, becoming the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner at 205 pounds. Of course, we would all see Bisping capture gold at middleweight before his career was all said and done. Hey, everybody, TJ DeSantis, that's my name, hanging out with you on this marathon of a Bump Day, Hump Day edition. And we're looking at Michael Bisping, the Count, and now successfully the Ultimate Fighter. Time for us to see what it all looks like when he enters the octagon for his pay-per-view debut. We've already seen a cage rage fight. We've seen 2 Ultimate Fighter fights in the house, and then we just saw the Josh Haynes fight. So now, time to see what it looks like under the bright lights on the UFC pay-per-view stage when he takes on Eric Red Schafer. Very dangerous submission guy. Red's not a guy that his name pops around often today, but very difficult. We'll see how Bisping handles the challenge here on our marathon from UFC Fight Pass.
27, the American is 29. The reach advantage belongs to Ravishing Red. Let's get this night officially started. With the veteran voice of the Octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of fighting in the UFC Light Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a professional record of 9 wins with 1 loss and 2 draws. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Eric Ravishing Red Schafer. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a perfect professional record of 12 wins with no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Michael the Count Bisping. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. As Bisping has the superior stand-up in this matchup. Schafer, the superior ground game. And we are underway.
Good right hand by Bisping. Schafer might have got hurt there. He's keeping his hands up high. Good jab by Bisping.
Oh, good takedown.
Good takedown. Very nice.
Timed it
and
perfectly.
A scramble. Back to his feet is Bisping.
Relentless with his takedowns, Eric Schafer. We saw that in his matchup against Rob McDonald, and it did not take long for him to take him down, put a submission arm triangle on him, and finish the night.
Very good takedown defense so far by Bisping, though. Got back to his feet.
Bisping. Other English fighters have come through. Mark Weir, Ian Freeman. He wants to be the one to really last for a long, long time and dominate here in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Just 27 years old, a complete workaholic. Out of the Wolf Slayer, Mixed Martial Arts Academy. Straight kick. Schafer got the leg, impressive
side
takedown.
Control now. All right, let's see what Schafer can pull off here.
Schafer with a good position here early in round number 1.
Like I said, I give Schafer an advantage, but Bisping is definitely competent on the ground. As you see, he reclaims half guard here. Better position for him. Doing a good job of controlling Schafer's posture. Schafer's trying to get out of that half guard. He's using his right leg to try to make some space. He's in an arm triangle again. He's got it on the other side.
Can he finish?
He's got a very good arm triangle.
Bisping, 12-0 in his mixed martial arts career, and he's able to avoid.
Good job by Bisping, but you can see Schafer means business.
Well, Schafer, as you said, does mean business, likes the takedowns. Jiu-jitsu guy, loves the submissions more.
And I think he's very confident here, especially being that close to submission that early. He's got his back here, he's got one hook, he's got two hooks. He's got one hook, he's gonna try to drag him down. He let go of the second hook, but he's still got an over-under.
Oh, down on his head!
But that's all right, he's got one hook in still. He's transitioning to mount. He's gonna go to that arm triangle too. He does that from the back.
Bisping is in trouble. Ravishing Red in a great position here with the full mount. Bisping trying to slide his way out. Gets
Good
the
job
half guard.
by Bisping, scrambling there. Trying to hip escape to full guard here. He's going to try to get his right leg out. Bisping likes the Kimura. You see him reaching for that arm on the right side of Eric Schafer. He might try to go for Kimura on that side. He's going to use it to stand up. Uses the fence. Good job by Bisping.
Michael Bisping back to the feet. Bisping likes to control. He likes to utilize clinch. Likes to knee. Loves to open things up and strike. But Schafer relentless in trying to control. Good knee by Eric Schafer. I wonder a little bit with Bisping as he takes a knee here with so much excitement and anticipation. Caught him big time.
He took a big kick to the head there.
If so much excitement and anticipation, he almost has to get some of his pay-per-view UFC jitters out. Michael Bisping, of course.
Certainly, and especially considering the fact that he won the Ultimate Fighter. There's a lot of expectations on him, and there's a lot of time off in between that performance and this fight tonight.
And he waited, like you said, because of the visa problems, waiting to get her going. Big credentials on the Ultimate Fighter 3, and now he looks like he's imposing his game a bit. But right when I say that, Schafer takes him back down.
Eric Schafer's just kind of walking forward and walking through those punches and kicks. Very dangerous, but he's getting away with it so far. Got a hold of Bisping's back. He's got an over-under, it seemed. Yep. Pulling him into his back. Let's see Schafer's guard. Too loose.
And Bisping back up, delivers a big hammer. Bisping throws the legs aside and throws a left-right. Look, he throws the legs aside and comes down strong again.
He's got an arm.
Bisping pulls it right out.
Schafer's very quick with his submissions. Bisping's landing some shots.
Absolutely.
Schafer could be in trouble here.
Watch for the upkick, Michael Bisping. And now Schafer gives up his back, rolling away for a second.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Connected. And it is all over. Michael Bisping has defeated Eric Schafer.
Very, very nice performance by Michael Bisping. He's in a little bit of trouble there. He got mounted. He almost got submitted. Came back strong with some big punches from the guard to finish this fight off.
I'm good, man.
Let's take a look at some of the action from that round.
Okay.
That's the kick that hurt him. That's where it all started out. And here's the end of the fight. Schafer just rolling Bisping trying to cover up. Mario Yamasaki realizing he's badly hurt, stops the fight. Michael Bisping walks away with the win.
Michael Bisping's UFC debut is hugely successful. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by TKO, Michael Count Bisping.
Truly relayed in the heavyweight matchup. The king of rock and rumble, Elvis Sinosic, is 6 years the elder of the Brit Michael Bisping. Everything else is virtually identical. Weight 204, 205. Michael Bisping at 14.6 stone, as was the weight officially for Elvis Sinosic. For the official champions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 8 wins with 9 losses and 2 draws. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, 14.6 stone. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia, the king of rock and rumble, Elvis Sinosic. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a ballet judo fighter holding a perfect professional record of 13 wins with no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds, 14.6 stone. Fighting out of Liverpool by way of Manchester, England, and when the action begins, our referee in charge is Steve Mazzagatti.
All right, gentlemen, you know what you're here for. Make it clean, make it fair, obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Hook them up, gentlemen. Good luck.
The crowd has voiced their opinion on who they are pulling for, but Elvis Sinosic needs to put that aside, fight the man in front of him. That is the count. Michael Bisping. Here we go.
You ready? You ready? Bring it on, come on!
Steve Mazzagatti gets us started. Sinosic says he wants to exchange.
Notice what I said about Sinosic before. He keeps his head straight up in the air. Nice leg kick.
Elvis Sinosic once shocked the mixed martial arts world with a win over Jeremy Horn.
Good knee to the body by Elvis.
Elvis looks confident early.
Nice, another leg kick.
Bisping
catches it, takes him to the ground. Bisping has excellent ground and pound. Elvis looking for an arm bar, but Bisping's arm's out already.
Elvis's strength is his jiu-jitsu.
It is, but like Bisping said, it's a big difference between doing jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu when someone's punching you in the face.
And that's what Bisping is attempting to do here early in the fight. He just pushed him to the ground, Joe.
He's got to be careful here, though. Elvis does have a very tricky guard. Anybody that can catch Jeremy Horn in the triangle has got some skills. Elvis is rolling his legs over.
Listen to this building, partner. Is this any good or what?
Bisping, when he was on the show, trained with Tito Ortiz. He was on Tito Ortiz's team, and I'm sure he learned a lot about the ground and pound from that man.
Speaking of Tito Ortiz, Elvis Sinosic fought Tito Ortiz at the brawl at Royal Albert Hall the last time we were here in the UK.
Big right hand from Bisping.
Bisping is ultra confident. He first competed in an under-12 British martial arts title
Elvis has
fight.
got to get
Now he's
out of
staying
here.
away on Elvis. Elbows, trying to posture up and get some leverage. And he does so.
Elvis has got to do something. Bisping's landed some bombs. He's getting hurt.
We have seen Elvis sustain, though, this kind of stuff. That's the amazing thing about Sinosic.
Yeah.
That one is going to leave a mark.
I don't know about about this. He's not going to sustain these. Wow. Bisping is furious. He's relentless with these punches. Hammer fist, punches. Elvis has got to do something to control Michael Bisping's posture. He's got to push his head to Bisping's chest, try to control his upper body, bring him down, do something.
All Michael Bisping, midway through round number 1. Elvis able to avoid, not that time.
He's only avoiding 1 out of 3, though. That's the problem. And those punches from the bottom, I mean, those are doing nothing. And he's already cut. I see some blood in Elvis's face.
Bisping comes down with a left. And again.
You know, the problem with this is the damage that Elvis is taking is going to show if he does wind up getting to his feet. I think that's Bisping's. I think it slipped out. Yep. The damage that he's getting right now is going to affect him once he comes up.
Elvis is in huge trouble here. Bisping overwhelming the king of rock and rumble with an onslaught that we have rarely seen.
This is a just tremendous mistake by Elvis Sinosic. He can't just lie here.
Elvis Sinosic is a great measuring stick to where a fighter may be able to go. Because Elvis has got game, even though he's being overwhelmed right now. It tells me if Bisping is able to overwhelm him like this, he's a serious contender at 205.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. He is a good gatekeeper, which is unfortunate because he's such a nice guy. You hate to see him take a beating. But that's what he's doing right now.
Bisping doing to him what Tito Ortiz did. Babalu, eventually Alessio Sakara.
Oh, his face is a mess, and Bisping's just blasting elbows into it right now.
45 seconds remains in the first round.
His bleached blonde hair is just soaked red with blood. He's breathing out of his mouth, he's exhausted.
Posturing up is Bisping. Bisping talked about his conditioning being off the charts here, and you can see it is with the pace he's kept, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, he knows this is a tremendous opportunity. That's what he should have done from the beginning. Control his posture, and he lets it go immediately.
13 wins, 13 stoppages he has won by, Michael Bisping. But it appears, at least for now, like Elvis will make it through round 1.
I don't know,
just
man.
barely.
He might
barely gonna make it through round 1. There's the horn. Wow. Barely.
Mario, turn around. Okay, deep breaths, Mike. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Get us going. Get off. Mike.
Elvis Sinosic is still sitting down where they stopped the fight. Look at that gigantic gash he has in the middle of his forehead. I mean, that's a solid 2 inches long. And this is what caused it. Just hammer fist, punches, everything. Michael Bisping relentless from inside Elvis's guard. Elvis just completely unable to stop the onslaught.
Water, drink.
You know what, though, Joe? That is one tough dude, man.
He's tough in all the wrong ways, though, man.
I agree. You know what I'm saying?
I
but
hate
man.
seeing a smart person fight like that.
He's going to come back for round 2. Doctors looked at him, checked him closely. Mazzagatti checks in with him as well.
Both these guys are covered in blood, but Bisping's covered in Elvis's blood. He's barely sustained a scratch.
You ready? Bring it on, come on.
Can Elvis do anything here early?
Well, the unfortunate part is he's already hurt so badly. Bisping's not hurt at all. Bisping got a little tired, you know, in that exchange, because just from throwing all those punches, but he's not hurt.
Combination cut him with a kick.
Elvis is tired and he's hurt. He's probably at 30-40% capacity right now.
Trying to stay in it. Trying to shock the world.
And it's too bad
big trouble. Caught him with a knee! Elvis caught Bisping with a knee! caught Michael Bisping with a knee.
And Elvis has good jiu-jitsu. Elvis is on top now. Looks like he's got a Kimura.
What a reversal this would be.
If he can pop that arm free, he's got it.
Can he finish it? Elvis Sinosic.
He's got it deep. He's got the leg over the head. He lost it.
Still though in a good position, Joe.
He's still on top. He's gonna take the back now.
Wow!
He's got his back. He's got one hook. Elvis Sinosic is a legit black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under the Machados. He is for real. The only thing is he's breathing so heavily now. He's exhausted, blood pouring down the back of his throat from his nose.
Elvis Sinosic is reversed. Bisping back on
top now. Just raining punches. Elvis is in deep, deep trouble again. He's coming out. Mazzagati's looking to stop this fight if Elvis doesn't do anything.
It is all over. It is all over. Michael Bisping wins it home.
Wow. Close call for Michael Bisping. He was in deep trouble for a moment there.
Well, there you go. Michael Bisping getting the win over Elvis Sinosic, which was a pretty big deal, as Sinosic was a former UFC title challenger, lost to Tito Ortiz, and gave Bisping some trouble there. But ultimately, Bisping was able to get out of a precarious situation after a very dominant round one by Bisping as well. Hey, everybody, TJ DeSantis, that's me, hanging out on this marathon as we look at the career of one Michael Bisping. And, just a quick little note here. Bisping would go on to lose to Rashad Evans, but then it was all about Bisping trying to get back on the winning track. And the next fight I believe we've got here is Jason Day. And we'll see where this one puts him during the journey of one Michael Bisping's career here from UFC Fight Pass.
Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a ballet judo fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins with 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds, 13.1 stone. Fighting out of Manchester, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome England's own Michael the Cat And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Dan Mergliata.
All right, guys, you both know all the rules. You understand the rules. You want a nice, clean fight. Let's give them what they paid for, guys. Touch gloves, come back out.
Jason Day seems unfazed. Michael Bisping says, I will not lose at home.
Bisping is fired up.
And remember the last time he fought at the O2, it was that controversial fight against Matt Hamill. He wants redemption for that tonight. They quickly approach the center of the octagon. Bisping in the red trunks, Jason Day in the white trunks.
Nice leg kick by Jason.
Just missed with the elbow. Bisping just looks so much different. Faster, as I mentioned, stronger. Much more precise at 85 against Charles McCarthy.
Yeah, that's a huge move, an excellent move for him.
He said for a long time it was ego that prevented him from doing it because he liked fighting the bigger guys and beating them up. And he did for a long time, everybody except Rashad Evans. The Ultimate Fighter 3 winner, Michael the Count Bisping. Got the leg. Couldn't get the sweep. Bisping ducks under. Second fight in 8 weeks for both these men.
Which is a great thing because it means they're going to be more comfortable. They've just experienced the stress of fighting really recently. They'll be more relaxed. And they're also in excellent shape.
Bisping's fight ended at the end of the first round when he broke McCarthy's forearm. And
Bisping's got double underhooks
lasted
here.
about 4
and he
minutes.
drags him to the ground. Jason Day, again, has an excellent ground game. Very good off of his back. Good posture by by Bisping.
Bisping tries to throw him aside and rain down punishment.
He landed a couple good shots there, and another one.
He might have Jason Day in trouble here.
He's landed some very good punches.
Yep. Day wants a leg, wants to get up. Bisping says not yet. Big ground and pound attack by Michael Bisping, who said tonight, I will certainly be the aggressor.
He's passed into side control. Real bad for Jason Day.
2:35 remains in the first of 3 5-minute rounds.
This is a great spot for Michael Bisping right here. Day is trying to recover. He's trying to get his leg in between him and Michael. And he rolls out, stands back up to his feet, but eats a couple shots for it.
And a knee. Jason Day's gonna push forward though. Big takedown by Bisping.
And back to side control.
And right into a dominant position.
He tries to spin to the mount, but winds up in half guard.
Still, he's been able to posture up.
Full mount.
And now he is trying to finish this fight with 150 remaining.
He let go of the back. He decided to pound him. He's dragging him down. Jason's in trouble.
Overwhelmed thus far, the Canadian Jason Day.
He's doing a good job of covering up, but he's definitely getting bombed on.
Dan Mergliata, our referee, right on top of the action. Relentless once again, Bisping. Day's gonna try to get back up. Bisping says not yet.
Dan is very close to stopping this fight.
Michael the Count Bisping hammering away.
Overwhelming performance by Michael Bisping.
It is all over. Michael Bisping wins here in London.
That was the most impressive performance of Michael Bisping's UFC career.
There was Michael Bisping doing big things against Jason Day over in the UK, and it's been a nice run for him so far. Really only one loss. It was a close loss to Rashad Evans, and, we like to go all places in the marathon as we look back at one's career. And up next is probably one that Michael Bisping won't want us to necessarily highlight on the marathon, but, it all comes back around in the end. This sport is nothing but rivalries. Every fight is as good as its greatest rivalry. And, this is probably one of the great rivalries in UFC history. Michael Bisping, Dan Henderson, they met twice. Here's the first meeting, as we will get to it now in the marathon of Michael Bisping right here from UFC Fight Pass.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. The American, 8 years the elder of the Brit. Bisping will have a slight reach advantage. With the official introductions, once again, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And now, 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Valley Judo fighter holding a professional record of 18 wins with 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, he is the Ultimate Fighter season winner, Michael the Count Bisping. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 24 wins with 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, he is the former 2-time champion of Pride, Dan Henderson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. Bisping and Henderson will finally do battle. Sold out.
There you go. First one, you ready?
The chance of USA.
Let's go, come on.
Hendo in the white trunks. Bisping in the white and black trunks.
One of the things that's really shown, that we've really seen an improvement on in Michael Bisping over the last few years, is his footwork and his boxing. And I expect him to use a lot of that, a lot of footwork to avoid the big power right hand of Dan Henderson.
Bisping never been finished or knocked out. Henderson never been finished or knocked out. Never been TKO'd or KO'd in his mixed martial arts career. Henderson trying to hunt down his opponent. There's that big right hand. Swing and a miss. Man, Henderson's looking to load up.
And that's what he does. He's got vicious power in that right hand. And his left as well. He knocked out Vanderlei with a left hook.
Bisping's strategy, Joe, is to stick and move. Stay away from a potential clinch game with the Greco-Roman Olympian. And utilize what might be a speed advantage.
But we saw him employ the same sort of stick and move strategy and get a victory over Chris Lieben. But Chris Lieben is not Dan Henderson.
He's rocked him early. Henderson looking to hunt him down. Henderson teeing off on Bisping.
Bisping may be hurt, Mike. He landed a couple of good shots there, though.
Hendo again with the right hand to the body. And
nice elbow.
Man, Henderson looks good.
He looks very solid, Mike. You know, this might have been the motivation that Dan Henderson needed to train really hard. Physically, like I said, this is the best he's looked in a long time. He might have needed a guy that he really disliked.
Coming off the Ultimate Fighter, Team United States against Team United Kingdom. And it's no secret that the Brits ended up dominating that competition. That angered the prideful American as well. But the thing is Henderson won't say anything, Joe. He'll just fight. And fight as well as anybody in the history of the game.
Yeah, he's not one for trash talk. I mean, the most trash talking he did was call Bisping a douchebag.
Which was a pretty good line. Versatile word.
Good right hand by Bisping, though.
Bisping lacks no confidence and has a ton of skills, and he may very well know, Joe, that he just needs to weather an early storm and the big right hand to Henderson. Bisping's starting to loosen up a little bit here. And as you said, Joe, he's got tremendous footwork. Has improved that drastically since the Ultimate Fighter competition.
He's also very good at sticking to the game plan. He doesn't get sucked into any unwarranted exchanges or falling in anybody else's game. When he fought Chris Lieben, he did exactly that. Just stuck and moved, stayed on the outside.
Henderson would like a slugfest. Bisping would like a technical battle. Neither man thinking about taking this to the ground yet. Bisping misses with the uppercut. Bisping really circling. Now he's circling the other way. Joe, for a while he was circling right into that right hand and the power of Henderson. Bisping's got to be careful he doesn't walk right into it.
Good kick and a punch afterwards by Bisping. Henderson just looking to load up on that right hand. The problem with that, Mike, is that Bisping sees it a mile away.
Yeah. Bisping does a great job of tucking the head and keeping not just the hands, but the arms up, over the top.
Good right hand by Bisping, partially blocked by Henderson, but now Henderson mauling him up against the cage. The Greco-Roman wrestling skills coming into play for Dan Henderson, landing some good knees to the body.
He's great at controlling his opponents in this position.
He's great at ragdolling people, too.
Yamasaki warning Bisping about grabbing the shorts of Henderson. Michael Bisping 3-0 as a middleweight.
Bisping gets free, but he got free with a message, and that message was in the clinch, Dan Henderson is going to dominate. Dan Henderson actually smiled at him like, are you kidding me? You going to take me down?
Bisping's ancestors fought in battles in Poland, Germany, Austria. His grandfather at age 15 defended his home against the Germans. Thus the nickname The Count.
Good right hand at the end of the round for Dan Henderson. And Michael Bisping very tired. You see him with his hands on his knees like that? That's uncharacteristic. to show that kind of tired in the middle of the ring.
You're walking right onto the backhand, mate. Get off his backhand, he's absolutely pathetic. Calm down.
Moving to the right. Move to the right, Mike. Okay, listen.
Okay, listen up. Suck up, son. Mike, listen to me, son. This has all been stand up most of all. Move off his backhand. Make him miss, make him pay. Michael, double a jab, step across, Mike.
Close round. He edged it out. Yep. It was a good round.
Jab, step across.
Let's slow the right hand down, add the left hook to that.
Hold this. Hold it up.
Joe, in the corner
Get to work.
of Michael Bisping,
Great round, Dan, you're up.
his trainers are angry, and they said exactly what I kind of mentioned to you, is that he's walking right into the right hand and the power of Dan Henderson.
Yeah, his trainer is absolutely furious at him. That guy's right out of a Guy Ritchie movie, too. I want to drink with those
All
dudes.
kinds of Guy Ritchies. Rampage in the corner of Bisping.
Wait, second round, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
Second round.
Bisping with that light front leg, looking for kicks. He's taking on more of the Muay Thai stance in this round.
Inside leg kick. Bisping is the poster boy for the UFC in the UK. Dan Hardy's starting to follow behind, but Bisping came over, won the Ultimate Fighter, Joe, and kind of started to set the way for the UK fighters to have success.
And so many have now. It's, you know, really interesting seeing all these great new talented fighters come from over there. And this past season of the Ultimate Fighter really showed that. A clean sweep by the UK.
And we've had
Henderson lands a big right hand, Mike, and a left hook behind it.
Man, Henderson is just stalking Michael Bisping.
Very confident, Dan Henderson.
Patient, picking his shots for that heavy hand. 3:35 remains in round two. Uppercut. Hall of Famers in attendance here tonight. Royce Gracie, the star of UFC 1.
Good jab by Henderson here.
Here at UFC 100. Chuck Liddell, inducted into the Hall of Fame yesterday.
One thing that you don't see a lot of from Dan Henderson, Mike, is feints. He kind of wades in and looks for openings and throws big bombs, but he doesn't fake a lot.
Missed with the right hand, Joe, got a little off balance there and almost got hit. Just about at the midway point of this non-title fight. Man, he's looking to load up, Joe. You can just tell when that left shoulder comes up, the right hand is soon to follow. And his opponents know it, but a lot of times they can't do anything about it. Bisping in and out a lot more effectively here in round two.
Much better second round for Michael Bisping. And this is what Dan Henderson's got to be careful of, that Bisping doesn't outpoint him. Henderson charging after him now. Bisping again is circling Mike towards his left, which is Dan Henderson's power side. As he goes towards his left, he runs into the big right hand of Dan Henderson, and that's what his coach didn't want. That's it! He's down! And it is all over! Dan Henderson has knocked out Michael Bisping! And that's what he had to worry about, Mike. We just said it. He was circling towards that direction. He ran right into the big right hand of Dan Henderson, and he is still out cold.
Bisping knocked out for the first time in his career. Henderson.
Wow.
Wins here tonight.
Let me tell you something, don't ever sleep on Dan Henderson. People think just because he's 38 years old, he's done.
Oh, yeah, Dan Henderson in his right hand. It's terrifying business. And Michael Bisping, unfortunately, found that out the hard way back at UFC 100. But we are not done with Dan Henderson and Michael Bisping yet. On our marathon, we will get to it before today is over. Hey, everybody, TJ DeSantis hanging out here in the UFC Fight Pass studios as we're going through a marathon of some of the more prominent fights of one Michael Bisping's career. So, unfortunately for the count, he definitely came up short to Dan Henderson. Now he's trying to get back in the win column, and he draws the name of another former Pride FC standout. It is Dennis Kang. Our marathon continues here of Michael Bisping on UFC Fight Pass.
Michael Bisping against Dennis Kang.
You ready? Let's go fight.
And here we go. They don't touch, Joe. Red trunks for Bisping. Black trunks for Kang.
Look for the straight right hand of Dennis Kang. It's one of his best weapons. Big high kick by Bisping.
We know one thing, Bisping will not circle into that right hand.
Nice leg kick by Dennis Kang right there.
And you put it great, Joe. Bisping, this is where we're going to find out. As Michael will of himself. The true heart and warrior spirit of Michael the Count Bisping.
Well, it shows his warrior spirit just by the fact that he wanted to take on a top 10 fight.
Absolutely.
He wanted to take on the best he could get. He wanted Vanderlei Silva, but unfortunately Vanderlei had reconstructive surgery and he wasn't able to do it. And Kang steps in, is equally dangerous, just less known.
Bisping talked a lot, Joe, about getting back to just being the aggressor and not the counter puncher. So watch for him to explode here in round one.
Good right hand.
He got rocked.
Right away.
And right down to guard.
It's like I said, it's one of it's one of Kang's best weapons. Kang is in half guard. Kang is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He has a very solid ground game. Submitted Amar Suluev, submitted many guys. Very solid game. Notice how he's got full pressure down on Michael Bisping. He's looking to push down that leg and pass. Oh, look at that. Beautiful pass. As soon as he gets rid of that butterfly, Bisping doing a good job, though, trying to regaining half guard. He pulls that leg, and he's back to half guard. Defending himself well from the bottom. He's got the lockdown. So far, he hasn't taken any damage from strikes. Kang is trying to pass again, but Bisping moving his hips smartly.
Bisping rocked by the right hand of Dennis Kang.
But the good thing about this is he's had an opportunity to
recover.
No
question, yep.
Kang is trying to pass again. He's got that leg trapped. I mean, he got past it very easily the first time. Nicely done, but he moved into the half guard again. Well, he got greedy. He should have just stayed with side control, but he wanted to try to just move right into the mount.
Very experienced at 32 years old, Dennis Kang. 6-1 in Pride.
He moved into full mount.
And now he has got Bisping in a bad spot. Bisping gets back to half guard.
Bisping is showing some really good hip escapes, Mike. And Kang is trying to pass again. Bisping is showing a very good defensive guard, a very good ability to regain guard.
That illustrates his ever-advancing MMA skills.
Yeah, especially his jiu-jitsu. He's really working it's really obvious he's working very hard on his hip escapes.
Doing a good job of defending.
Kang is controlling one arm. Notice how he's doing that and locking up the head. And he's moving into the back. Oh,
got the mount.
He's got full mount with his legs crossed underneath.
90 seconds left in the first round. Back to half guard.
And that's the hip escape of Michael Bisping. He's doing a great job hip escaping. Kang pressing down on him with that elbow, getting some leverage, and you know, Bisping uses that opportunity to get his legs to full guard, and he's looking for an armbar.
Michael Bisping.
Kang has been caught slipping before. He got tapped with a triangle by Gegard Mousasi in a position where he just was ground and pounding and left an arm in there.
Michael Bisping was mounted by Kang, and he's gotten back to full guard, using the closed guard here.
50 seconds remains in the first round. Big right hand of Kang sent Bisping to the mat.
Kang's just got to be careful here. He doesn't sleep on this armbar. See what I'm talking about? Bisping's looking for it. Kang actually might have baited him with it because he moved immediately to side control. And look at that, Bisping hip escape, boom, back to full guard. Very nice job by Michael Bisping. So it shows he's threatening from the bottom with submissions, and again, he's rolling his hips, and he's showing an excellent ability to regain guard.
And Kang has had top position for the better part of round one, Joe, but he hasn't done much damage, if any at all.
And that's because of the beautiful technique that Bisping is using on the bottom. The hip escapes, moving back to half guard, controlling the posture, controlling overhooks, not allowing Kang to rain down punches. And when Kang tries to improve position, he always gets back to a good defensive spot. Excellent round for Dennis Kang now.
Bisping's thinking to himself, all right, we're going to start round two back on our feet.
Deep breaths. No, it's okay. All you got to do is that spin-off move to the right, and all your offense is going to come off it. This is when you're going to start taking over this fight right now. Right now is when you're going to pick up the pace, and you're going to set everything up. That phase attack's going to be here, okay? Yep. Hey, he didn't do nothing.
And here we see the right hand, the counter, right on the tempo by Dennis Kang. Dropped Michael Bisping, and very interesting, Mike, in the corner, Michael Bisping said, what happened?
Yep.
So that's not a good sign. He doesn't know that he got hit. He doesn't know how the fight got to the ground.
Round two.
You ready? Let's go fight.
Here we go. Bisping looking for the head kick early.
And his corner wants him to circle towards his right, away from the power of Dennis Kang.
We talked about that in the Henderson fight, Joe. Bisping even made light of it during the countdown show, saying who would do something like that?
Bisping looking for a high kick there.
Circling towards the left now. Michael got caught with a jab. Good jab extended by Kang. Double jab.
Kang himself has been stopped in the past. Akiyama stopped him with a big power shot.
Bisping got tagged in round one. A little hesitant to engage here in round two. Kang again with the double jab. Showing that left leg.
Again, Kang looking for that opening for that right hand, and Bisping really looking for that left high kick.
Bisping trying to find his range now.
Yeah, both guys are having a little problem finding the distance in the second round.
Michael Bisping looking for a takedown. Going to finish the single. He's got Kang down. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Dennis Kang. Bisping posturing up. Kang looking to escape. Michael Bisping, hammer fists.
Bisping is being relentless in this top position, Mike.
Kang trying to roll away. Kang just looking for a leg.
Wow, Kang's cut up. He's cut up. He got back to his feet, but he took some shots, Mike.
Bisping smells blood. Bisping again.
With an easy takedown that time.
And a big elbow, Joe.
Kang may be wilting.
Kang's in big trouble. It's on the bridge of his nose. The cut.
And Kang is throwing up his guard, but he's getting tagged, Mike.
Bisping teeing off on Dennis Kang here in round 2. See if he shoots again.
Kang is very wobbly, Mike. You see how he's standing?
Trying to shake it out here.
Man, his face is a mess.
Massive ground and pound.
He's looking for that right hand again.
By Manchester's Michael Bisping. 90 seconds remains in round 2. Kang looking for the uppercut. Bisping better not throw caution to the wind. He got tagged, but Kang is wobbly, isn't he?
He is wobbly, but Bisping seems to be attacking smartly. He's got him down again.
1 minute remains in the round.
Watch your head.
Kang looking to try to protect himself. Trying to spin out of trouble. Knee to the midsection. Bisping looking to finish Dennis Kang. Kang took a knee.
Kang's in trouble. That's it.
Is all over!
Wow. Awesome.
Michael Bisping!
Awesome performance by Michael Bisping. Tremendous performance. He had his back up against the wall, taking on a very tough guy, and in my opinion, had the performance of his career.
That'll answer a lot of questions.
That answered every single one of them. Every single one of them. He got put in a bad position. He got dropped. He showed defense on the ground. And when it was time to finish, he finished. Tremendous, tremendous performance from Michael Bisping. And here we see, this is the key to the fight. Once he started getting those takedowns, and immediately the ground and pound was just relentless. Really beat up Dennis Kang early in the second round and often throughout the round, eventually finishing him. And here's the end. Just swarming on him, all over. And Dennis Kang wilts under the pressure.
Michael's son, Caleb, inside the octagon with him. The former Clitheroe postman, who was a DJ on the weekends, raises his arm in victory here tonight in his hometown. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Michael the Count Bisping.
Michael Bisping getting it done. We now move on to his next fight in the octagon against Jorge Rivera.
18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, 84 kilos. Fighting out of Milford, Massachusetts, USA, Jorge El Conquistador Rivera. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Valley Judo fighter, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, 84.2 kilos. Fighting out of Manchester, England, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner, Michael the Count Bisping. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Okay, gentlemen, we've been over the walls of the dressing room. You know exactly what I expect. Keep yourself protected at all times. Show me you're still in this fight. When I say stop, you stop. Touch up, let's do this.
I didn't expect him to touch gloves, did you? No. We'll have none of that. We'll touch in a second.
Michael.
Rivera, Bisping.
Step back.
It's time to fight.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Come on, let's do this.
Here we go! Black trunks for Rivera, blue and white for Bisping. Huge power in his right hand, possessed by Jorge Rivera. Very technically sound striker, Michael Bisping, who you said in his last fight, Joe, started to sit down more on his punches and throw more effectively.
Yeah, as he settles down more and really gets his weight behind it, he's much more effective. He's just got to loosen up and let his technique work.
Fight of the night performance in his win over Yoshihiro Akiyama. Bisping 11 wins in his UFC career, including the victor in Season 3 of The Ultimate Fighter.
There's so much tension between these two guys right now. It's so hard for either one to settle down and find their grooves.
That may be a big key early. The man who finds it first could be effectively ahead on the scorecards and in the fight quickly.
Oh, he nailed him right there. Well, where Michael Bisping has an advantage over Jorge, though, is in two ways, in the cardio and in the ground game, and that's exactly what he went to. Jorge, though, has the underhook on the left side, and he tried to use it to stand up.
Get the fence, get the fence.
He's back up to his feet.
Here we go.
Now that Bisping knows he can take him down that easily, though, he's going to do it again.
Rivera and Bisping, 90 seconds plus into this fight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Jorge's got to set up that right hand with the jab, though, Mike. Don't just throw that one punch. Oh! He nailed him with it that time, though. Bisping had a look of concern in his eye, Mike, when that landed.
Inside leg kick by Bisping.
Step off him, son. Don't keep it straight, Mike.
Rivera taken down again. Bisping has El Conquistador on his back. Second takedown for Bisping.
Very easily. Took him down easily, and he's going to rough him up and tire him out from here. And this is what Jorge has to be careful of.
Jorge says, I feel confident with my jiu-jitsu and grappling skills training with Tim Burrell. Big shots from Bisping.
Oh, illegal knee.
Absolutely 100%.
Oh, no.
Absolutely 100% illegal.
Michael, stay back. Stay back.
Oh, no.
Okay, you got time.
Let's take a look at that again. Clearly an illegal knee. And here we see it. No doubt about it. Right to the forehead. 2 knees down on the ground. Absolutely illegal. Yep. No doubt about it.
Rivera clearly down. He was on 2 knees, Joe.
This might be the end of the fight, folks. Unfortunately. Rivera looks out of it. I mean, that knee landed absolutely clean. I don't know what happens here when a guy gets hurt with a shot like that, because I think if a fighter can't continue with a headshot because of an illegal blow, I don't think he gets 5 minutes. I think they have to decide whether or not the fight can continue. Because if he's concussed, 5 minutes is not going to help him.
Dr. Jeff Davidson.
They're going to figure it out.
They're going to confer with referee Mark Goddard.
I'm stopping it. I'm standing him up there.
That's it.
Standing him up.
Stopping the fight. Wow. He's very wobbly.
Listen to me. Can you continue? Can you continue this fight? Yeah. Okay. Back we go. Michael, back we go.
Wow.
Right, come here. 1 point, guys. 1 point up. 1 point.
There's the point deduction by Mark Goddard.
But if Jorge was really that badly hurt by that shot, is that even going to help? I mean, look how long it took him to get back to his feet. His eyes look out of it.
That's the problem. Let's see, watch him very closely as the world is right now.
Nice jab by Rivera.
Rivera, look for the Muay Thai clinch for a moment. Point deducted for the illegal knee.
Again with the right hand.
Started with that left hook. 90 seconds. Looking for another takedown, not that time. Rivera switches his stance here. Spent a lot of time boxing with Peter Welch down in Southie over the years.
Rivera switched stances, Mike. He's moved to southpaw.
Yeah. A lot of time training at Team Sityo-Tung and Mark Delagrati. Rivera has been all around. True veteran of the sport.
He's a true veteran, but he still has that one gap in his game, and that part is the ground game. And you saw Michael exploit that with those 2 takedowns.
Bisping trying to set up those hands and another takedown.
See how easily he gets him down?
Point deducted in this round.
Right, but who was winning the fight before then? You got to think Bisping was, because Bisping took him down several times. He seems to be controlling the fight, even though Jorge's tagged him a couple of times with punches.
Final seconds of the round. Words at the end of round 1.
So here it goes. He loses a point because of the illegal shot, but he won the round. So what is it, a 9-9 round? It depends on how the judges scored it.
Makes sense.
Johnny, watch this, please.
10 minutes of fighting before we have to think about that, hopefully.
More gears now, Mikey. More combinations. More combinations. You'll do this, kid.
Mike, keep the pressure on him. Okay, don't let him out. Don't let him up. Don't let him get away from the pressure.
Right, talk to him.
And here we see the first takedown easily completed by Michael Bisping. And here's a right hand from Jorge Rivera. And here is the illegal knee that cost him a point. Very clearly. A very solid illegal knee, too. That was hard. It almost looked like that was going to be the end of the fight. Luckily, he was able to pull through, so...
Okay, guys, round 2, here we go. Come on, let's do this.
Round 2. Inside leg kick by Bisping.
And here's another difference between the two is Michael Bisping's cardio. It's
he got rocked. Rivera. Bisping trying to keep him off with the teeth. Knee by Bisping. You know, interesting too, Joe. We talk so much about British wrestlers. You've got a guy in Bisping who has developed his wrestling since even his time on The Ultimate Fighter, who is earning takedowns with some relative ease. So again, we're not talking about Josh Koscheck or George St. Pierre here.
Michael is a very well-rounded mixed martial arts fighter. He's got a good swelling over that left eye where that right hand is landed. Jorge's got to set up that right hand, though. Set it up with jabs.
Movement, feints.
I mean, even though he's not looking to take the fight down, perhaps even fake a takedown attempt of his own. Michael's cardio, though, is off the charts. He's capable of fighting at this pace for all 3 rounds, and I don't know if Jorge is. Oh! Bisping connects. Hard. Jorge's in trouble.
Bisping teeing off on Rivera. Again with a right hand. Knees. Over the top by Bisping.
And a good shot to the body as well. He's mixing it up.
And this is after the knee that Jorge took in round 1. Jorge's hurt. He is all over El Conquistador.
Jorge's hurt.
By Rivera.
He's taking some huge breaths, Mike.
Bisping trying to finish. Short elbows.
Okay, fight back.
This is trouble. It is all over. Michael Bisping defeats Jorge Rivera.
Mike, no. Mike. Apologise. No, Mike. Apologise. Apologise. Hey, you fucking cancel, motherfucker. Talk about my family. I know, I did that. Go home, loser. Hey!
Real classy. Good. Emotions, though, Joe, of course.
Well, you know, look, there's a lot going on, hyping a fight, and emotions get very high, and people say things they probably don't even mean just to get the other person upset. And Michael Bisping, you know, he's reveling in his victory right now. And
which is what he said would happen.
And here you see Michael Bisping hurts Jorge with a big right hand and just unloads on him. Well, I'm glad that it made it out of that first round after that illegal knee. It looked like that was going to be the end of it. And here Bisping is just unloading on Jorge. Sweet, sweet revenge for the count.
Michael Bisping earns the victory over Jorge Rivera. With the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 54 seconds of the second round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Michael the Count Bisping.
Well, there you go. Michael Bisping getting it done, victorious over Jorge Rivera. Now it is time for our final 3 matches of this marathon. Hey everybody, TJ DeSantis, that's me hanging out with you. Want to remind you, if you're enjoying the action that you're seeing here from the archive of Michael Bisping's career, just note that the entire archive of his career available for you right now on UFC Fight Pass. It's also your home to live events, over 200 each and every year, from up-and-coming mixed martial arts promotions all over the world to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, to boxing. It's the biggest no-brainer in all of combat sports. Sign that QR code right over there, right there, and get you hooked up for a pretty sweet deal on UFC Fight Pass. All right, final 3 fights, only 2 opponents left, and let's kick it off with Chapter 1 of another great rivalry for Michael Bisping. It's Luke Rockhold here. Non-title affair, as neither of these guys are the champion, but that'll change in the rematch. All right, it's Rockhold. It's Bisping. It's a marathon. It's UFC Fight Pass.
And here is the tale of the tape. At 6'3", 30-year-old Rockhold is taller than the Brit by 2 inches. But more significantly, Bisping has measured a 5-inch shorter reach. With the main event introductions, here's Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on UFC Fight Pass from All Phones Arena here in Sydney, Australia. This is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds scheduled in the UFC middleweight division. Sanctioned by the Combat Sports Authority of New South Wales, Chairman Mr. Dennis Fitzgerald. Executive Officer in attendance is Mr. Craig Waller. The 3 judges scoring this bout at cage side of the 10-point must system, Sal D'Amato, Anthony Demetriou, and Chris Lee. And with the action begins inside the octagon, your referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. His background is in Vale Tudo. At 6 feet 1 inch tall, he weighed in at the middleweight limit, 186 pounds. His professional record stands at 26 victories and 6 defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, UK, here is Michael the King Bisping! And next, his opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in also 186 pounds. He brings a professional record that stands at 12 victories and 2 defeats. He is the former Strikeforce middleweight champion, fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, USA. Here is Luke Rockhold!
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves and let's do this.
Whoa, well, it's been a long time coming. Luke Rockhold versus Michael Bisping, the main event here from the All Phones Arena in Sydney, Australia.
We're off, John.
We are indeed underway. Luke Rockhold wearing the blue wrestling shorts. Michael Bisping in the black shorts.
As Rockhold looking to take control of the centre immediately and put Bisping against the fence, which is where he's probably going to want to contest most of this fight.
A lot has been made of this first round. Luke Rockhold promised that he was going to dispatch the counts in this opening 5 minutes. Bisping with that movement and outputs so evident throughout his career. Rockhold looking very big indeed inside that octagon.
Watch that counter left hook, counter right hook that Rockhold likes. As soon as he starts to drop here it is. As soon as he starts to drop that lead right hand, expect it to come over the top of Bisping's lead hand as he steps in.
Yeah, we did some analysis down on inside the octagon, looking at these two guys, and we did say that perhaps Bisping wants to be in the center octagon, not on the outside, as the footwork of Luke Rockhold, subtle as it is, he does goad you into positions where he can unleash the big right hook and that left body kick.
Headbutt there.
Michael Bisping complaining of a headbutt, and it was a clash of heads, and we can see some damage to the left eye of Michael Bisping.
Yeah, immediately as Rockhold steps in, we see a clash of heads there.
That's an accidental clash of heads.
That is unfortunate.
But Michael does actually have an injury coming into the fight to the left eye.
Okay, so Vaseline, please, back.
We can't give you Vaseline now. Well, the doctor's gonna look at it to see if you can continue. Vaseline comes at the end of the round, okay?
Yeah. Words there from Herb Dean. You cannot apply any Vaseline during the contest.
I'm good. Okay.
Or these inside these 5 minutes.
Clash of heads.
And Bisping is.
He gets the body lock back. He gets the body lock back there.
Oh, they're going back into position.
He earned that. He earned
that. No, they did it on the way in, Matt.
Come in.
It was on the way in.
It was clean, though. It was clean. The body lock was clean.
A lot of protesting here from Michael Bisping. Wanted to make his point that it was an intentional headbutt.
And 1 over, 1 under.
Yeah, I'm joined behind.
Okay, and fight.
So the fighters have been reset by Herb Dean, and we continue with this opening round.
Good work by Michael getting cleared there. You see that damage to the to the eye of Bisping from the clash of heads.
Yeah, well, Rockhold was already teasing him about that left eye before they even stepped into the octagon. And Bisping's paying a lot of attention to the referee at the moment. He really does need to concentrate on his game. I know it's part of how he goes about his business. Rockhold looking very focused indeed.
He is. Just slightly out of range of most of Bisping's shots so far. Bisping in the center of the octagon, though, which is really where he should be trying to hold, trying to keep this fight. There's that Rockhold counter right hook again. you watch the lead foot of Rockhold, if it steps inside, if he steps it inside of Bisping's lead foot, and starts leaning his weight onto his back leg, he's looking for that right hook counter. He uses it quite a lot. Used it very well against Philippou.
2:10 left in round number 1. Bisping very much working on the outside. Staying very active. Luke Rockhold planting his feet.
Bisping very keen to get this fight started, whereas Rockhold seems to be much more reluctant than I was expecting.
What Bisping's doing very well, Dan, is shutting that distance down as Rockhold decides that he's going to wind his hips up and throw in those kicks. And he's catching those before they're able to generate an awful lot of power.
Good inside low kick from Bisping there. Rockhold looks very relaxed, doesn't look like the emotion's getting to him at all.
Ooh. Big searching shot there from Rockhold. Got a lot of boos when he came into the All Phones. Crowd very much behind the Brit, Michael Bisping. Ooh. Saw that one winding up.
Blocked on the arm of Bisping. Oh, and another body kick.
Bisping, for his last few camps, has been preparing for southpaws, and of course Kang Lee, very much known for those heavy body kicks.
It's a good straight left from Rockhold there. He's really working those body kicks. At the moment, Bisping's either blocking them away from his body or he's trying to catch them. And that's either going to result in a fractured forearm or a kick to the ribs, which neither are preferable. He wants to be tucking his elbow right into his ribs and trying to take that on the side of the arm, so it's not going to do a great deal of damage.
Watch Rockhold going high as well with that kick as well now. It's got Bisping very worried about the body.
Bisping wiping the blood out of his eye. It seems to be bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, the camp will be a little bit worried about that.
Good
nice combination there. Right hand, left low kick.
Rockhold smiles, but you know he doesn't want to give any shots to Bisping. Very unorthodox movement, Bisping. He's very, he's got a very, very unusual head movement.
Well, there is the end of round number 1.
Big lungs, you're good. Lean back, fill your lungs. You're good. Hey, listen, when we push him back, Mike, let's stay on him, okay? You use your feints or use your first shots to push him back and then stay with him. He's pulling himself real off balance and leaning back. Trying to catch you with that check hook a little bit, but he's not touching it with it. So stay on him, all right? And don't load up.
Go in there and keep your movement, keep your punches coming. Real nice work.
What are you going to do first?
Relax and combos and more kicks.
Yep. Okay, beautiful.
And just stay nice and busy like you were on the last half of the round. Beautiful job. All right? We're just going to keep finding the timing, okay?
Okay.
Beautiful.
So those kicks of Luke Rockhold, very powerful indeed. And they will start wearing on Bisping the more he has to take of those. So the fight did indeed get out of the first round. We're now into round number 2. The cut on Michael Bisping's left eye does not look like a good one.
Oh, it's a good straight left from Rockhold. Caught Bisping as he was stepping in there. Bisping's clearly respecting Rockhold's ability more than Rockhold is to Bisping. He seems quite, well, he doesn't seem to have a great deal of respect for Bisping as he's stepping in. Beautiful, really nice fake over the top whip kick for the front leg. Oh, and a head kick. Bisping's down.
Big head kick.
Oh, and that could be it. This could be the finish. Rockhold's trying to connect with a good shot. Bisping's hurt. There's a guillotine. Could this be sunk? Takes mount position.
Luke Rockhold with a one-arm mounted guillotine. Chokes out Michael Bisping, but very sportingly helps him back to his feet. It is over. The feud is done. And Luke Rockhold is victorious.
Wow. That was a very, very cerebral approach from Rockhold there. Caught him with a good head kick and then jumped on him to try and land a couple of shots. Didn't connect with anything. Snatched that guillotine beautifully.
Well, we spoke earlier about the heart rates of Michael Bisping. It didn't really look like Luke Rockhold accelerated his heart rates at all.
Nice lead kick there. And then the head kick that followed it buckled Bisping, put him on the seat of his pants, and then followed up with a good shot there. Bisping came back for a second, and as he started to scramble to his feet, Rockhold saw the opportunity to grab a clean guillotine, cinched it up, took mount, and finished it with one arm. Beautiful finish, very nice.
That's almost offensive to finish it in that fashion, but that goes to show just how good Luke Rockhold is with his jiu-jitsu, torquing his back and that left arm under the neck of Michael Bisping, and gets the submission win. Looking at the record of Bisping, he has never been submitted. So Luke Rockhold breaking all kinds of records here at the All Phones tonight. A very impressive performance from the number 5 in the world. So to make it all official, let's send it inside and Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time. 57 seconds, round number 2, submission by guillotine for your winner, Luke Rockhold!
We have said at UFC tonight and all around the UFC, when is Bisping gonna get his shot?
Every fighter wants to fight for the belt, and to achieve that, you have to work your way up. Well, I've been in the UFC now for over a decade. I hold the record for the most significant strikes landed in history.
I'm going nowhere! You better believe that!
I've had the most victories in the history of the division.
My desire to be the world champion is not going away.
I just beat Henderson, the greatest of all time.
What do I want? I want the title.
It is my destiny to be the UFC world champion, and the universe is pulling it all together.
Injury bug strikes again. This time, it's Chris Weidman, who is out of the middleweight title fight against Luke Rockhold.
And here I am. I've finally got my title shot.
Bisping thinks this is going to be his fairy tale. I will have none of that. This will be his swan song. I'm going to prove there's no such thing as destiny. I've been through this before with Bisping.
Congratulations. But every fight's different. I've gone away, I've beaten 3 great guys, one of them the best of all time. I'm coming into this fight against Luke Rockhold, a completely new person. He has no idea what he's in for.
Since me, you haven't fought a real fighter. Machida looked terrible. Costa Philippou, Costa Philippou. Weidman, I always knew he was too slow.
So everything he says, keep saying it.
I seem to remember Beto knock your head off your shoulders. Okay, it's happened once before, it can happen again.
I'm gonna make you look so bad.
My entire life has been building to this moment. I will be world champion, it's my destiny.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna knock this man out. And I cannot wait to go in there and shut his mouth.
Season 3, Ultimate Fighter. 2006 is when we met Michael Bisping. Tonight, the 26th time he enters this octagon. The most ever, Tito Ortiz, Frank Mirjo, 27 fights in the UFC. 26 times, and this his first chance to win UFC gold. Michael Bisping steps into our Harley-Davidson prep point. Harley-Davidson, see your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend.
You want to talk about undeniable statistics. Most significant strikes landed. Most victories in the history of the division. I mean, what Michael Bisping has done is just keep on trucking. From the moment he got into the octagon, just regroup after he loses, comes back even better. And he's coming right now off of the most impressive victory of his career, the most important. He beat the greatest of all time. He beat Henderson Silva. So he's got confidence, he's got momentum, and he's got the opportunity that he's been campaigning for a long, long time. Michael Bisping will now challenge for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the world.
17 days notice for Michael the Count Bisping. Taking it all in right now. Trying to join Forrest Griffin, Matt Serra, Rashad Evans, and Carla Esparza as Ultimate Fighter winners to win a UFC championship. He is the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world. Tonight, the 5th title fight in the mixed martial arts career of Luke Rockhold. The first defense of the UFC Championship that he won back in December, defeating Chris Weidman in the 4th round by TKO and earning Fight of the Night honors along with the former champion.
And what a spectacular victory that was. I mean, just so unbelievably impressive that he was able to handle Weidman like that on the ground, where Weidman is so skilled. And that and the victory over Lyoto Machida are two of the most impressive of his career, and they're back-to-back. He's in his prime right now. He's as good as he's ever been, and he is the best middleweight on the planet Earth at this moment until this fight.
His last 3 fights: Fight of the Night, Performance of the Night, Performance of the Night. The Fight of the Night I just mentioned. The Performance of the Night was a guillotine submission of Lyoto Machida in round number 2. The other Performance of the Night was a guillotine finish at 57 seconds of the 2nd round in Sydney, Australia in November of 2014 against Michael Bisping.
And he's about as big as middleweights ever get. At 6'3", weighs in at 185 pounds. He's probably 185 pounds for all of 45 minutes. And then he goes back up to somewhere in the 200-pound range. But he's shredded, in phenomenal condition, and has been pretty open about the fact that he's got an MCL tear on his left knee coming into this fight. He's publicly worn knee braces, and he said it doesn't matter. It won't matter.
The champion, Luke Rockhold. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, brought to you by TNT's sizzling new summer series, Animal Kingdom, which kicks off with a 2-hour premiere Tuesday, June 14th at 9, 8 Central. The champion is 31. The challenger, 6 years older, he is 37. Rockhold is 2 inches taller. He will have the reach advantage. Let's turn it over to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented by Harley-Davidson. See your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley-Davidson's Riding Academy. Live your legend. This fight is sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission. Commissioner John Carvelli, Executive Director Andy Foster. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Michael Bell, Derek Cleary, and Marcos Rosales. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, John McCarthy. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one, too, right now. Metro PCS, where you can get nationwide coverage on the blaring fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. And Animal Kingdom, 2-hour premiere Tuesday, June 14th at 9/8 Central on TNT. And now, this is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Forum in Los Angeles, California, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Valley Tudo fighter holding a professional record, 29 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighed in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, presenting the Ultimate Fighter Season 3 winner and the #4 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Michael the Count Bisping! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighed in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, presenting the former Strikeforce middleweight champion and the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Luke Rockhold!
I go, Luke. Gentlemen, got on with the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight clean, fight hard. You want to touch down? Go ahead. Good luck to both of you.
Luke Rockhold. Michael Bisping. 5 rounds of fighting for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Big John McCarthy, our referee.
You ready? You ready? Get it on.
Here we go. The champion, the southpaw, in the black trunks. The challenger, Michael Bisping, the Brit, in the white trunks. Much different style of fighter than Chris Weidman is Michael Bisping. That said, Luke Rockhold is confident in his skills, his versatility, his style of fighting, and he believes he's going to take it to the count and count him out very quickly.
One thing that Bisping has going for him in this fight, not just coming off of the victory of Anderson Silva, which is huge, big confidence booster, excellent momentum, but also his fitness.
Yes.
Michael, even though he took this fight on short notice, he has a very high level of fitness and has one of the lowest resting heart rates in the UFC. So him taking a few weeks off is not that big a deal and jumping back into the octagon.
And the high volume of strikes that you talked about earlier, that's Bisping 101. Constant movement, lots of strikes, different angles, as Rockhold utilizing those great kicks that we've seen so often earlier.
He's got some serious power, particularly in that left kick. and he does it right to your arms and to your body, and it's incredibly difficult to absorb that power. It takes a lot out of you just to block them.
A lot of these submission finishes that we've seen from Luke have been a result from earlier leg kicks.
Yes.
Bisping's longtime trainer, Jason Perillo.
Good straight left by Bisping, by Rockhold, and Bisping counters.
Believes that counters and the movement are the key to the victory tonight for the Brit.
Again, that good kick to the body by Rockhold. Good kick to the body by Bisping. Front kick to the body by Rockhold off the front leg.
Michael Bisping years ago, the first British fighter to headline a UFC, fought with Rashad Evans, fellow Ultimate Fighter winner many, many years ago.
Good straight left landed by Rockhold, but Bisping looking to counter with that right. And Rockhold has his chin straight up in the air, Mike.
UFC 78. That's what Bisping wants. He wants to come through those great combinations.
Nice inside leg kick by Rockhold.
And the more Rockhold throws those kicks, especially to the legs, the less movement we're going to see from Bisping, and that's his trademark.
He just dug one into the body. Michael might be hurt. He just dropped his elbows down.
And that front kick into with that the ball of the foot into the rib cage of Bisping, that'll do some damage as well. Rockhold has this air of invincibility mentally right now as well. Never more confident.
This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen, because anything can happen at any given moment, and at any good moment, any given moment, you're sitting at home watching this, and you just go, holy shit.
Michael Bisping is the champion!
Wow. That's insane. What a huge, huge victory for Michael Bisping.
26th UFC fight. First title shot. He said that was easy.
Wow.
Winner in round one.
He just said that was the easiest fight of my life and held up his mouthpiece. Incredible. Just incredible. Congratulations, Michael Bisping. We want to talk about a guy earning his way to a title. He did it, and he did it the hard way. And he's the new middleweight champion of the world.
His wife, Rebecca, sons Lucas and Callum, daughter Ellie, all celebrating inside the octagon. Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Rockhold, Joe pointed out that Rockhold had that chin up early. He goes body and then over the top with the left. Rocked Luke, he got right back up. Michael stayed in the face, right over the top with another left. And we have a new middleweight champion. His name, Michael Bisping. Unbelievable. 17 days notice. And he will leave with the UFC belt around his waist. Just like that. Look at Jason Perillo, longtime trainer. Look at that reaction. How good is that from JP? They are celebrating in England right now, baby. That Brit is the best at 185. Time now for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John McCarthy's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 36 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael the Count Bisping.
Michael Bisping, this is the greatest moment of your fighting career. You've got your family here. You're wearing the UFC belt. What a crazy journey you have been on. Please describe to me, if you can, in any way, you know, this whole...
Sorry, Reebok, it won't go on.
How does this feel?
Listen, I gotta be humble here, even though I want to be an asshole. So, first of all, thank you all for being here. Obviously, I am so happy right now. I started fighting when I came out of my mother, really. I have always been a fighter. It always got me in trouble. But there's nothing I do better in this life than fighting. This woman here supported me every step of the way. If it wasn't for her, my family, my dad, my mother, the support of the UK, everybody here, I could not have done this. I'm an average guy, more than average. This is my dream. Nobody was taking this away from me. 2 weeks notice, as I said, 2 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes. I'll fight anyone, anywhere, can't even speak. Amazing.
The universe rewards someone who steps up to a challenge. And look at this reward. Enjoy this, Michael Bisping, because people have been saying for years that you don't have punching power.
People say I don't deserve it. People say I got no punching power. I knew I could punch. This guy demolishes everybody, finishes them in the first round. Well, check this out. First round knockout, left hook. Jason Perillo, thank you. Everybody, the UK, thank you so much. Everybody here. Apart from my children and my wife, this is the greatest day of my life. Thank you all.
Michael Bisping, it was an honor to call this fight. Congratulations, you are the new middleweight champion of the world.
Michael Bisping.
Thank you. Thank you, England. I don't know what to say, but anybody that needs thanks, thank you.
Born on a British military base.
Well, there he is, Michael Bisping, getting it done against Luke Rockhold here on our marathon, and we're not done yet. No, we're not. Hi, I'm TJ DeSantis, been rolling through some of the greatest performances of one Michael Bisping's career. Some we're going to have to leave on the shelf, unfortunately, because the archive is just too big, but it can be yours anytime. Just head over to UFCFightPass.com, scan the QR code right there, and get a pretty sweet deal on all things that you need if you're a real hardcore. Casuals don't have UFC Fight Pass. Hardcores, they definitely do. So don't be a casual. Go sign up right now, UFCFightPass.com. So what is still on the table? Well, it's simple. We saw back-to-back fights with Bisping and Luke Rockhold. Obviously, Rockhold got the first chapter. Bisping gets the second chapter. And now it's time for a title defense, and he's going to try to get redemption once again. On who? Well, go back to UFC 100. Dan Henderson definitely made a statement when he knocked out the Count. Now Hendo wants to capture a UFC title that has eluded him throughout his career. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Will he get it done against Bisping? That's the question. It is Hendo. It is Bisping. It is our second encounter, and it wraps up our marathon here on UFC Fight Pass.
Michael Bisping, he's part of MMA history because of that one knockout. You know, he's most known for being knocked out by me. It was a great knockout, but in my mind, it wasn't my biggest accomplishment by any means. I've done a lot of things in the sport. I've been fighting for almost 20 years. I've got 2 or 3 Pride belts and a Strikeforce belt as well, and I would have been completely satisfied to retire after my last fight.
I'm not sure what's going to happen after this fight, but that could have been the last one of my career.
The UFC is the last belt that I set a goal to get. The stars aligned in the right way to make it happen. Michael Bisping really had nothing to offer until he won that belt.
He got rocked! Bisping caught him with a left! Michael Bisping is the new UFC middleweight champion of the world!
Ever since I lost that first fight, I always wanted a rematch. It's not about defending the title. It's about getting revenge against Dan Henderson, a man that knocked me out unconscious, a man that followed it up with a second vicious blow that could have rendered me brain damage for the rest of my life. But I put him in his place and wiped that smug look off his face.
He can say whatever he wants. I know that I'm going to beat him up. I couldn't script a better finish to my career.
He's not going to get that fairy tale ending that he wants. I'm going to make a fool out of him. I'm going to embarrass him. I'm going to leave him in a bloody mess. Adios, sayonara, whatever the you want to say, Dan Henderson is done.
Tonight, the third opportunity for Dan Henderson to win a UFC championship. UFC 75, September 2007 in London, defeated by Rampage. UFC 82, March of 2008, submitted by Anderson Silva. He said, and I quote, "I won't waste this opportunity."
They put together an excellent camp for him, brought in world-class kickboxers to mimic Michael Bisping, but then also had him take a day off in the middle of the week to rest. You know, that's one of the keys for a man of his age to still be competing at such a high level, taking 2 days off a week, specifically that one in the middle, and really listening to his body.
Hendo steps into our Gears of War 4 prep point. Gears of War 4 available on October 11th on Xbox One and Windows 10. Hit the Ultimate Edition and play now. Nearly 20 years he has been a professional mixed martial artist. Obviously, he's amongst the greatest fighter who ever lived. 46 years old, 47th pro fight, and he landed his first head kick in the win against Lombard.
He gets it done, doesn't matter where it is. You know, talking to his coaches, they believe that his timing is really on point for this competition. Said he's seeing things in slow motion now. Dan feels that if Michael Bisping fights him the way he fought Luke Rockhold, Dan said this could be an easy fight for me.
Hendo, Dan Henderson. The rematch coming 7 years, 2 months, and 27 days since UFC 100. Michael Bisping in 2006. Tonight, the 12th headliner, man is he beloved here at home. Both times he has fought here, Brian, previously, he has won by second round TKO and earned Fight of the Night.
There's no quitting, there's no giving up, there's never been any strain in his belief in himself. He continues to work hard. Looks at his own game, constantly looking for ways to improve. A resting heart rate of 35 beats per minute. That's almost a corpse at this point. That's the kind of conditioning he's bringing into this fight. Despite his age, he feels like he's in the best shape of his career. And when you look at the striking in his last two fights, sitting down on his punches, his left hook has become a very good power punch. Could be a huge weapon here tonight against Dan Henderson.
Used it against Anderson Silva, used it to win the belt against Luke Rockhold in his 26th UFC fight. It was his first title opportunity on 17 days' notice. Tonight, Bisping joins Tito Ortiz and Frank Mir for tops all-time 27 fights inside the octagon. The champion! Michael Bisping. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The champion is 37 years old. The challenger, 9 years his elder. Bisping 2 inches taller. He will have a slight reach advantage. Once again, let's check in with Goosebumps.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Andreas Gruner, Jeff Mullen, and Andy Roberts. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. This bout is sponsored by IconicFaceoff.com, the UFC social gaming partner, Real Friends, Real Money, Real Time, and Twins.com. And Gears of War 4, available on October 11th on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition and play now. And now, this is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Manchester Arena in Manchester, England. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 32 wins, 14 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, USA, presenting the former Pride welterweight and middleweight champion and the former Strikeforce light heavyweight champion, the challenger, Dan Henderson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a Valley Judo fighter holding a professional record, 30 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael the Count Bisping!
Michael. Gentlemen, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch up, do it now, go back to your corner.
The rivalry began in 2009. It was the first time Michael Bisping had been knocked out at UFC 100. Hendo, Bisping, 7 years later, for the title.
You ready? Ready? Fight!
Here we go! Black trunks for Bisping, white trunks for Henderson.
Right away, you see Michael Bisping sitting down in the stance a little bit.
Don't forget, Gears of War 4 available October 11th on Xbox One and Windows 10. Play today with the Ultimate Edition. This place is awesome right now.
Incredible. Whole crowd behind Michael Bisping. You can see he's seated in his stance, feet planted, looking to deliver powerful shots, but wants to come in and be patient. Wants to drag this into the third, fourth, or fifth rounds. Feels like every round this fight goes, his advantage grows.
It is 4:50 a.m. and we are sold out.
Every single night this week, Michael Bisping has been in the gym at this time. Every night, very disciplined, stayed on U.S. time, that he'd be ready to defend this belt.
Henderson was in trouble early against Lombard, but landed a head kick, finished the fight. He is always dangerous.
Both of these men have an incredible ability to recover. We saw it 2 times against Shogun Rua. We saw it with Dan Henderson against Hector Lombard. With Michael Bisping, we saw it against Anderson Silva. He was hurt badly, came back. He's been rocked many times in his career, come back to win the fight.
Thus, Brian, the early caution and discipline of the champion.
Yes, you see Dan Henderson whiffs on the H-bomb, smiles at Michael. But Hendo was very patient against Hector Lombard. Had excellent timing with his right hand.
Dan likes to set up the H-bomb with that low kick from the left side.
The right side of Dan Henderson's chin has seemed it's been the button in recent years, where when guys can connect on that right side, that will tend to drop him. Now he has recovered as well.
No one has landed more total strikes than Michael Bisping. Tops all time in significant strikes, second all time in total strikes in the middleweight division, nearly 1,500. And he connects there.
He's doing a really nice job, not fully committing to each strike, throwing it just enough to connect, but then get out of the pocket.
There's a cut on the forehead, right on the nose of Bisping. So Henderson caught him somewhere.
Yeah, right in the forehead.
Yep. Henderson with the double jab. 2-time Olympian.
Henderson being smart, being very patient, keeping his right hand very high.
A lot of blood starting to come down on the face of Bisping.
He's been fighting for a long time, built up a lot of scar tissue.
Man, they love their own. Don't forget, represent your country pride with the UFC Fight Kit, now available in new colors. Get your jersey at ufcstore.eu.
Again, Michael Bisping pumping the jab, but doing a nice job pushing back off his left foot, getting out of range of the counter strikes of Dan Henderson.
Bisping representing Great Britain, the nation's pride on his shoulders here.
Nice feints from Dan Henderson. Excellent idea if he wants to draw out the jab of Michael Bisping and then uncork that right hand. Just misses there.
Very disciplined first round by the champion.
There you get a look at the head movement. That's really been key for him in his last 2 fights. in the pocket. Michael's always been hard to hit at range, but he has done a nice job. Oh, he's right! The right hand again! Henderson! Looking for the finish! Can Bisping recover? Big elbow! He's trying to get hold, but he can't. And Dan is going crazy on top with that right hand. Bisping up for now! Wow! Look at the smile on the face of Dan Henderson. We talked about the conditioning. That's what it gains you. Look at the swelling under the left eye of the champion. Bisping smiling, going back to his stool.
Breathe. Breathe. He got you the right hand. Got to stay focused in there, Mikey. You're fine. Shake it off. Give me an ice bag. Give me an ice bag. Hey, you're fine. Slow it down. Water right here. You're good. So you got a cut, you're going to deal with that. You've dealt with cuts before. Your condition's there, man. His mouth's opening already. All right, stay focused in there, all right, bud? Hey, you're winning that round. He caught you at the end, all right? Hit you with the right hand, all right?
All right, let's take a look at the big right hand. Mike goes to the left hook, and there you see he's open. Beautiful, well-timed counter from Dan Henderson. He stayed patient, waited for the right opportunity, got his head off center line, came right over the shoulder. And unbelievable that Michael Bisping was able to recover because Dan landed a lot of shots on top.
UFC 204, Bisping versus Henderson 2. Sponsored by Gears of War 4, available on October 11th on Xbox One and Windows 10. Get the Ultimate Edition and play now. Bisping told Jason Perillo, I'm all right. He said, what did he get me with? The right hand.
He's been there before. Michael Bisping's been rocked in round one, come back and made the adjustments. But that's against guys that don't have the kind of power that Dan Henderson possesses.
Brian Henderson landing the big right early in the fight. How does that change the complexion of this rematch?
Well, you would think it would make Michael Bisping a little bit more hesitant, but he just went right back to that lead left hook again, which is the punch he got countered. But remember, when guys get rocked like that, he didn't remember what hit him. So Mike doesn't realize that it came off that left hook. Now look at the swelling under the left eye of Michael Bisping. His corner did not press that down and use the proper things to reduce the swelling.
Head kick. We're going to chop down the leg of Henderson. Bisping wants to start to put together those combinations that he has been so successful with over his career.
And he should stick with the jab, stick with the left leg kicks, get rid of the lead left upper or left hook. Instead, look for the left hook after he throws the right hand. It's much harder to counter.
Keep an eye on the cardio of Henderson. When it became somewhat obvious to Dan that Michael was going to be okay, he did slow down. He saved some of his energy for here in round two and the rest of the fight.
And he threw about 50 elbows on top of Mike with everything he had. His mouth is wide open right now.
And that's what Jason Perillo talked about in between rounds. Don't forget, immediately following our main event right here, check out the UFC 204 post-fight show on FS2, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. In Canada, flip over to TSN.
Mike's starting to find his rhythm.
Nicely done, that rocked him.
Very nice.
Again with the right hand though.
But he took it. You saw a grin there from Michael Bisping. And again, Hendo counters with the right hand. You can see Mike is looking to land something to the right side of Dan Henderson's chin. And we talked about that this week, and he said, yeah, he saw that on tape, that's been a little bit of a button.
Following up with another kick.
But you can't lose focus for a second against Dan Henderson. I don't care how tired he is, how hurt he is. I mean, he was losing clearly to Shogun Rua. And in the third round, uncorked a right hand from hell and finished it.
I mean, let's just look back to his last fight against Hector Lombard.
And there you you see Mike's being smart. He's coming forward, being aggressive, but immediately getting out of range.
Putting together combinations, he is certainly the aggressor here.
And Hendo's a vet. He knows he's got 5 rounds. If he's going to take this round off a little bit, regain all of his steam, he'll do so. He's been here so many times before.
He's rocked! Again, that body shot hurt him. It didn't go low.
Kicked him in the groin.
Backing up. Oh! My! Again with the right!
It appeared a moment ago, before Henderson rocked him, that Yves Lavigne missed a groin shot. Yes. Henderson was trying to signal to it, but it didn't really matter anyways.
Just when we thought Bisping had taken control.
The heart on both of these guys. Very smart of Michael Bisping. Tie him up. No effective ground and pound here so far as Michael Bisping recovers. Henderson's got to pummel that right arm inside.
Trying to alter the breathing of Bisping. You see Henderson trying to posture up here late in the second.
And this very well could put Dan Henderson up 2 rounds. I mean, Michael Bisping clearly winning that round. Outstruck him by a good amount. And Henderson happy to just stay on top here.
Yep.
Stay focused, Mikey. Come on, let's sit down. Breathe in. You're letting him catch you at the end of each round. You're good. Your right hand again, listen. Every time you go...
Bisping makes a miss, comes with the right hand, stuns him, follows it up, and there's the kick to the groin. Hey, not Michael Bisping's fault. That's Yves Lavigne who needs to stop that action. Bisping going right after him, looking for the finish, but leaves that left hand lingering, and that's what happens. Boom!
You're really taking over in this fight. Just stay focused. You see him go low. You see him go low, he's going to throw that right.
Corner Dan Henderson.
Hey, don't worry about now. Don't worry about anything. It's all mental.
The cut under the eye, the left eye of Bisping. Right where Henderson wants to put that right hand. The whole world, Brian, knows it's coming, and he still delivers, and he still connects.
And there are an awful lot of fighters who wouldn't even think to get up after that. And Michael Bisping continues to fight through it. I mean, incredible heart. He's got so many qualities, but that one that's not talked about enough.
Both men.
Absolutely.
Had the switch kick to the body a moment ago.
Big right hand landed there by Bisping.
Jason Rivera said, you're starting to take control of this fight.
What I didn't hear, and he may have said it, because we didn't have the mic on the whole time, but when the only time Mike's getting hit is when he gets lazy with his left hand and he drags it back low instead of back to his face.
Third round. The one thing missing in the trophy case, one of the greatest of all time, the UFC belt.
And he has come extremely close twice now to getting that wrapped around his waist.
The closest he has in his career.
Ever. That's the thing. I mean, he could be tired. It doesn't matter with this guy. He could throw no punches until the last 30 seconds. If he just lands one, it could end the fight.
Last title opportunity was in 2008 for Hendo.
Well, I think this is a really smart game plan by Dan Henderson. He doesn't need volume. He knows he's not going to outpace Michael Bisping in 25 minutes. Staying patient, and he's looking for what he does best, and that's the knockout.
Bisping pressuring again here with 3 on the clock. One of that switch kick to the body, saw it wasn't there.
Henderson's done a great job. His right hand has been attached to that right side of his face for most of this fight, most of his career. Nice leg kick from Michael Bisping.
Total strikes thus far in our fight.
Oh my. Doesn't matter. You don't even need to count the strikes of Dan Henderson, right? Who cares?
Switch, yep.
There's been 2 strikes of his that really matter, the ones that put Michael Bisping on the floor.
Exactly.
Now right back where we were in round 2. Bisping in a rhythm. Bisping keeping his range, but he heard Jason Prill tell him, stay focused. He's got to stay focused here and not get caught.
The first British UFC champion looking to defend here in his hometown. Colorful heritage, lineage, and all kinds of personality as he fires that left hand 3-4 times.
He landed several punches in that exchange. Dan did land one right hand.
Swelling under the left eye doesn't look as bad, Brian.
No, it doesn't. I think they treated it properly in between rounds that time.
Jab connects for Hendo.
Bisping starting to feint a little bit, doing an excellent job getting back in and out of the pocket, using good footwork here.
46 years old. Right back up.
Deep breaths for Dan Henderson.
1 minute, Michael! 1 minute!
Look at the numbers.
And look at all the fakes from Michael Bisping. This is an excellent adjustment. He's faking, feinting, not giving Dan Henderson the chance to time that big bomb.
This is much like he did against Anderson Silva.
Did it against Anderson Silva, did it against me. He did it to a lot of fighters where he gets rocked early, makes the proper adjustments, comes out on top and wins the fight.
Big, deep breaths from Henderson. His body shots. Landing with big force by the champ.
And Hendo's looking to catch his breath. He knows. But when he does have the energy, when he gets his win back, that's where Henderson needs to throw more combinations. He's looking and he's done a good job so far. There it is again, of timing that right.
That time Michael was able to get out of harm's way more.
He rolled with it a lot better. He wasn't coming straight into it as he raises the head kick there, and Henderson, he smiles at him.
We're headed to the championship round.
Right now, you're starting to take control. There you go. Sit down, Dan.
Deixa eu dar um ar pra ele aqui.
You look good, Dan.
Breathe. Hey, no more rounds like that. No more round like that, okay? No.
We're winning the round, man. We got this.
No more rounds like that, man.
Breathe.
You see, when you go after, you hit him. You can't just wait and score points. Hey, you're down this round, you gotta go forth now.
Take your shots up and put them together a little bit more. Very good work. That jab looks good, stay behind it. Look really good, Mikey. All right, let's start pulling away now, all right? These next 2 rounds are ours, all right? Stay focused in there.
Beautiful round, Mike. Go, seconds out.
Yeah.
Hey, watch that switch kick.
First UFC fight for Henderson was in May of 1998.
Fight!
Championship rounds. Tenth time Henderson scheduled for 5 rounds in the UFC and in his Strikeforce fights.
And last time Dan Henderson was in the 4th round was back in 2011 in his first fight with Shogun Rua, and he faded badly in that fight. Gassed in the last round.
He was mounted for pretty much the entire time of round number 5.
He still won the decision.
Yes.
But Michael Bisping clearly won round 3. Hendo clearly won round 1. Round 2 will be interesting to see how they score because Bisping really controlled the bulk of it. Also rocked Henderson, but Hendo dropped him violently.
Bisping again looking to mix it up. Hendo looking for that spot, right, Brian?
Oh, there it is. Times it. But now, 4th round. Mike smiles at him, talking to him a little bit there as well. Not the same pop it had in rounds 1 and 2, obviously.
Henderson has only been stopped 3 times in his career by knockout or TKO.
Well, they really wanted Dan to back Michael Bisping up. And he does so very well when he works behind his jab. Let's see if Dan Henderson can get more offensive here in this round. As his corner told him, you can't sit back and wait like you did in round 3.
Heavy kick from Hendo. Jason Perillo.
3 minutes.
Put your kicks up, Michael.
Hey, watch that right. Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
Let's go down. That's the 2nd time, I know. Take your time.
Dan Henderson should take every minute
stay there,
of this.
Michael.
Catch all of his
That's
air,
the 2nd
catch
time,
all of his
Michael. You have
wind.
to be careful with that, okay? Next time, I make starting deducting point, okay? Come on.
And Levine recognizing that first one.
Just be careful now.
Earlier in
Just
the
be
fight,
careful,
Brian,
okay?
2nd time. Dan said.
So, how are you now?
Yeah, he clearly missed the first one.
Okay. How much time?
He has up to 5 minutes.
Smart of Dan Henderson. He's going to max it. He's going to max it. Shaking it out a little bit. None of this stuff works, by the way, but it's worth a shot. I've tried it all.
So, how are you feeling now?
How do you think he feels, E?
Okay, you had the whole time in the world.
And Bisping taunting him, mocking him, saying he's milking it.
That will have absolutely no effect on Hendo. This is it.
All right?
His final
Get ready.
opportunity.
Mr. Bisping, just be careful, okay? Good. You ready? Ready? Time in, fight!
We continue.
Could have given Dan Hendo the time he needed to get his win and uncork one more bomb.
As you pointed out earlier, that right hand not as dynamic as it was earlier. Could it be now after that break in the action?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a 50% Dan Henderson punch will still probably knock out the bulk of the middleweight division.
Man, he was close in round 1.
Oh.
And with that break, you can see Bisping being cautious again like earlier in the fight.
Fakes and feints, retreating after every jab. Now there's what Dan Henderson needs to do more. Back Michael Bisping up, trap him against the fence. Much harder to evade an overhand right or a big right hand when you're trapped against the fence.
Bisping, 9th time scheduled for 5 rounds in the UFC, is 5-3 in those fights.
Mike continues to kick at that right arm as well.
This is the 5th time he's gone into the championship round.
And this is exactly where Michael Bisping wanted the fight to go. He's visualized this, trained for it, wanted it to go to the later rounds. Nice combination there, though, from Dan Henderson. He's starting to throw a little bit more volume. Ooh, just missed with the overhand right there. One thing is, though, when Dan Henderson gets more offensive, he's also open to more counter shots as well. Hendo never really known for being a sound defensive fighter.
He just waits for his opportunity and knocks people out. 3rd grade is when he started wrestling. Represented the United States in 2 Olympic Games. The only man to hold 2 belts simultaneously in MMA.
Yeah, people People joke in America about how tough Chuck Norris is. Dan Henderson makes Chuck Norris wet the bed.
And how about the win over Fedor?
Bisping doing a nice job staying busy at range.
Season 3 Ultimate Fighter.
10 seconds could be another solid round. Clear round for Michael Bisping, but he ate a knee there.
No.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, how's your round? How's your round? Breathing. Breathing. You got to stay focused in there, bud. You're throwing a lot of ones right now. Let's see if you can feint. At least feint before him, all right? Get him to bite a little bit because he's trying to time you. You know what he's doing. That's why I want to give him here, right here.
Give it to me.
You got it. Stay relaxed. Stay focused. The last round right now. You stay focused, stay ahead the whole round.
You got it.
It's no more feint. Keep make him throw wild by feinting.
Okay.
And make him pay.
All right,
you look good.
He's afraid of you right here. You take the fight to him. Breathe. He won that belt. Let's go get it now. Let's go get it. It's time. It's the last round. It's the round of your life.
Let's go get ready, man.
Okay, let's go. Seconds out.
5 minutes remain.
Step back a little bit. Last round, Mr. Bisping. Step back a little bit. Thank you. Fight!
The corner screaming at Henderson, wanting him to go after it. Seems to be breathing better at the start of the 5th than he did in the 4th.
Bisping gets creative. Henderson again looks for that knee.
Well, it's combinations like that when Dan Henderson can catch you. Michael Bisping being very smart and avoiding the pocket right now at all costs. Controlling range, working behind his jab with lots of feints. A nice combination there for Dan Henderson.
Hendo 17 of 18 career finishes by strikes.
Hendo's starting to go hunting now.
4 minutes. This rivalry, the bad blood, all the animosity, deep down there is huge respect shared between these two men. And it's building throughout this great fight. Hendo's corner.
Dan, you finish this fight! You finish it! Finish this fight, Dan! You're not leaving it to the ref! Let's go!
Henderson's having a really hard time reaching Michael Bisping. He's starting his combinations at center of the octagon. He's got to force and push Michael Bisping back to get his back against the fence. Now he's got him there. Now is where he needs to unleash.
Fakes the takedown.
It's a nice knee to the body, though.
3 minutes.
Much closer round in terms of strikes landed here in the 5th than it was in the 4th. Really not sure how the referees would have scored round 2. Round 1, clearly Dan Henderson. He may have stolen round 2 with the big knockdown.
Midway point of the 5th and final round. The last round of Dan Henderson's career. At least that's what we think. Bisping looking to defend it home. Caught him with the hook at the end. Hendo's going to go for it here, Brian. He takes a look at the clock. Uppercut, 2 minutes.
No doubt, he is firing him. Just a really nice job from Michael Bisping. Keeping his distance, not really committing too much. And Hendo gets in there with the right hand.
It's inside. 145.
and a takedown. Well done, beautiful knee tap there from Dan Henderson.
Going back to the basics. Wrestling 101.
Very smart. 1:29 left. Top position for Dan Henderson.
Bisping's up. Still though, that scored.
Big in this round. He's landed some significant strikes. Really could be anybody's round with a minute to go.
Anybody's fight.
Yeah, exactly.
1 minute. The rematch over 7 years in the making. And it has not disappointed. Hendo looking for another takedown. Bisping fights it off.
Good defense there from Michael Bisping, and now Henderson launches a right hand. Let's see if Bisping starts putting together some combinations in the last 30 seconds.
Effective striking is a key component to the judges' scorecard.
And he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to rush in and get dropped by Hendo.
10 seconds remain. Distance.
Excellent fight. How Michael Bisping managed to survive those 2 knockdowns in rounds 1 and 2. Incredible heart. A very strategic approach from Dan Henderson. He paced himself, was able to come alive at the right times.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
There's the first big right hand. Drops Michael Bisping in round 1. Boom. And Hendo unleashed on top. Expended a lot of energy here looking for the finish. Bisping survives it. Smiles going back. He would stun Dan Henderson and rock him here in round 2. Groin shot, Evil Bean doesn't see it, doesn't matter, because Henderson would come back with another beautifully timed counter overhand right, dropping Michael Bisping again and dominating the final seconds of round 2 in top position. But then in the championship rounds, Michael Bisping would find his rhythm, start to control this fight, landing combination after combination, getting his rhythm. And then there in round 5, a much closer round. Here's the end of round 5. Goes to the flying knee. Lands a left. Henderson does a forward roll. And Bisping landed some decent ground and pound there. Maybe enough to win him that round. That was a very close 5th round.
Time for our official decision. Brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael "The Count" Bisping!
What a fight.
Amazing, brother. Incredible.
I'm here with your winner and champion, Michael Bisping. Michael, people talk about your skill. Tonight, your heart, incredible. Please give us your thoughts on your first title defense.
First of all, give it up for Dan Henderson, everybody. This guy is incredible. At his age, he just kicked my ass, man. Dan, Good job. He's tough as old boots and all the trash talking. You got to respect the guy's a legend. Round of applause. What's up, Manchester? The support that you guys show me melts my heart every time. Seriously, I know it's cliched because I say it every time, but this place sold out in 6 minutes. I don't even know what to say. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. I'm not being cheesy. Thank you all so much. Rebecca, Calamel, and Lucas, I love you. These guys here, all of them. My old man, come here, Dad. Come here, Dad. My mum's here. Mum, what's up? My family at home, everybody. Thank you all. And Manchester, come on. Thank you.
7 years you waited to avenge that loss. How happy are you with this victory in your first title defense, Mike?
You know, listen, I know people spoke and said, oh, you know, he's not #1 contender or anything. This guy knocked me out cold. Cold. Worst knockout in UFC history. The jitters that I had this week. It's all well and good having bravado, but stepping in here, look at my face for crying out loud. You know what this guy can do. That took a lot of courage for me to do that. I'm not bigging myself up, but I guess I am. Right. What was the question, Brian?
It doesn't matter, Mike. The performance was incredible. The recovery was incredible. Now, we've got a lot of middleweight fights coming up. What are you looking for in the next challenger for your belt?
First of all, again, Manchester, thank you all so much. The UK, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, thank you all. I'll take this to my grave. Now, that's out the way. Forgive my language, all you fucking arseholes in the rest of the division. Weidman, what the hell? You lost your last fight. I've had 3 victories since you got your ass kicked off Luke Rockhold. Rockhold, I knocked you out in 3 minutes, buddy. Yoel Romero, you're suspended for steroids. Shame on you. And Jacare, you just got me off your ass. All of you. Win a fight, get off the couch, and fucking let's do this.
Nothing left to say. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Michael Bisping.
Extreme cage fighting, boxing, Hollywood fight nights, jiu-jitsu, the fight pass, invitational, the FBI Polaris, ABI, the Baby Bravo, invitational, log on, UFC FIGHT PASS.com.